Welcome. This is Ryan of Happy Healthy Vegan doing a classic Friday night live stream here on YouTube with my patented Friday special. Veganism can't be debunked. Convince me otherwise. So if you are an anti-vegan and you think you have the goods, you think you have the facts or logical argument to debunk veganism, try it out here. This is your place to try to debunk veganism in public in front of a crowd of vegans and myself, an 11+ year vegan. And if you are not an anti-vegan, say you're a vegan or vegan curious or vegetarian, you don't have to debunk veganism to join us here. You can just hang out and ask questions of me and people in the live chat here, and we'll try our best to answer them. So yeah, welcome everyone. Let me know how everything looks and sounds. I've been playing around with the lights a little bit again. I think I got a cooler look. Let me know if my skin tone looks real, or do I have a weird, because I have blue on. You know, when I'm mixing all these colors, I'm never quite sure how it's gonna look, but I'm looking on 2 monitors. It seems okay to me, so I'm rolling with it, or else, you know, I wouldn't have done it. So let me know if everything looks and sounds good to you guys. So good to see you guys. Yeah, I know I did my midweek live stream to get more people on who are normally asleep when I live stream. That was back Tuesday. I came on around noon or 1, pretty early for me, and it was cool to get some Europeans but I was gonna say it was really cool to see you guys. You guys there too, like our regulars. Ooh, I'm getting a message from YouTube that my bit rate's not that great. Let me check out my numbers here really quick, guys. Let's see. Okay, it says everything's cool. Let me look at one other piece of data here. Yeah, it says I'm maintaining a good bit rate. I will ignore the YouTube message for now. Anyway, guys. Okay, looks and sounds good. Cool. Looks like a chill vibe there. I like a little blue, but all is good. Yeah, a lot of blue around me, but I have a nice like white light in front of me here to try to balance it all out. So cool. Yeah, Peter, what's going on in Canada? I saw you talking about some protests going on. Yeah, what's going on? I've been following the news, but I haven't heard about anything going on in Canada right now. So please inform us all. VD is going to have a field day with the lights. Yeah, look at it. Yeah, VD is this anti-vegan channel that we like to jokingly refer to as VD. That's an abbreviation or acronym of her channel name. And anything that she perceives to be wrong or not perfect with the person, she blames it on the vegan diet. So if I happen to have a blue tinge on my skin, it's not the blue lights up around here. It's something about veganism causing me to turn blue. Maybe eating too many blueberries. Who knows what kind of fantasy nonsense she'll engage in, but that could be a whole like half-hour video. Stella Blue, I get your reference there. Wow. What is she going to say there? VD, vegans, hair and skin turns blue. Proof of deficiency, or that vegans are really aliens. I haven't heard her do that one. Vegans are aliens, but everything. Oh, look at Ryan hurt his elbow like skateboarding. Oh my God, he's deficient. You know, if he were Joe Rogan, his elbow would be perfect. You know, just weird, lame arguments like that. So anyway, my lava lamp is recording my thoughts. No, this is an old school lava lamp that was created well before the invention of probably Bluetooth, maybe even Wi-Fi, who knows. It's very old school analog. Oh, we have our first debunker here. That was quick. Let's see. Peter is telling me that people and truckers don't like the vaccine mandate, so they occupied Ottawa till government gives in. Okay, interesting. I think, I have seen something about that, Peter. I'll check into that. Yeah, I saw something about like truck drivers. Was it like indigenous truck drivers? Something like that. Yeah. So we have Alan here saying vegans and non-vegans probably both kill millions of animals each / insects. Which is it? Vegans slightly less? Is there really a point in veganism? Well, first of all, the point of veganism is not like to reduce the amount of killing of insects or animals. It's a moral stance. Let me show you, because a lot of people that don't understand veganism and think they have a debunking of it don't understand the definition of veganism. There's no such word as reduce or get down to the smallest number possible. Let's take a look right here. And this is from the Vegan Society. This definition has its roots back into the 1940s. This is OG. It's been tweaked over time, but the essence remains. It basically says Don't be cruel to animals, a philosophy and way of living which seeks to exclude as far as possible and practicable, like, yeah, maybe if a bug gets crushed in the harvesting of potatoes, veganism isn't null and void, all forms of exploitation and cruelty to animals for food, clothing, or any other purpose. So, so there's no exploitation to animals. That's what veganism is all about, where we don't exploit animals. If an animal might gets harmed in food production, well, meat eaters eat that stuff too, but where it's not violating the tenets of veganism. If a bug gets crushed, a rodent gets crushed by a potato truck or an asparagus truck, doesn't mean veganism is null and void. It just shows that we live in an imperfect world. There'll never be like completely 100% cruelty-free food production. Well, maybe in my garden here, but maybe I step on a little insect I can't see once in a while. The point is, just because you can't have 100% perfection, which a lot of these anti-vegans seem to demand, it doesn't mean that veganism is null and void. It's called the nirvana fallacy, or the appeal to perfection fallacy, which says, hey, if you can't have 100% perfection, the nirvana, the perfection state, might as well do nothing, because it's either all or nothing, all perfect, or just kill every friggin' animal that you friggin' want, Alan. So you had a misunderstanding of veganism. Secondly, you're saying vegans probably just kill slightly less. No, actually, you're just making stuff up. You're speculating out of the blue without any facts, any numbers, or data to back up your fantasy speculation. Here is a paper, a mathematical model. Let me show you some of it here. It was, I don't think it was journal published, but it's a mathematical model. All the assumptions and formulas are here, and this shows you how many animals were killed to produce 1 million calories in 8 food categories. So if you're eating chickens here, look at all these animals that are killed. Like this model distinguishes between animals killed in both slaughter and the animals that might get killed accidentally in harvesting. And just look at here, like any way you slice it, comparing chicken, eggs, beef, and pork is nothing like vegetables, grains, and fruits. Look at grains here, 1.65 animals as opposed to like 237 for chicken. So no, vegans don't kill, just a little bit less. There's way less cruelty involved. So both of your points were wrong. Nice try though, Alan, but you were wrong. But Alan, growing food in your garden causes other animals to kill them? What are you talking about? You have create your own ego. I'm just telling you, look it. If you're really concerned about if your main thing, Alan, is reducing the amount of animals harmed in agriculture production, veganism is the way to go. You look at here. Just look at 200, look at these big numbers up at the top compared to little blips on the radar here for plants. So there's no way to honestly argue that veganism might just be a little bit better. So, and think about it too, Alan. Who's eating most of the like giant business crops or the monocrops? Most food in this country actually goes to livestock. Grains such as soy and corn go to feed livestock, particularly cattle. So if you really, and then we raise all these cattle and kill them. So all the animals that are being killed in agriculture are being killed to produce grain. And then we slaughter the animals. So if you really want to reduce the amount of animals harmed in agriculture, then you don't raise all this extra food to feed to animals like cows and chickens that we're just going to kill anyway. So again, if you really want to solve this problem, eating plants is the answer. So nice try, Alan. Good try. I thought we might hear a new argument here, but I just responded to this. Watch the video I just put out. Like 2 days ago? Let's check it out here. Right here, Joe Rogan and Jordan Peterson here. Let me put a link to it down in the show description and you can watch it. I just covered this here because stupid Joe and Jordan said the same nonsense that you're pretty much saying here. And I say stupid Joe because he's a big just misinformation spreader of anti-vegan propaganda. And Spotify should do something about him. Anyway, again, nice try there. Yeah, Jesse, 12 string. Where are the majority of these crops like corn and soy going to? I showed in this video like 7% makes it to humans for both corn and soy, like food that humans eat. The other vast majority of it goes to livestock. A lot of it goes to biofuels like ethanol in the case of corn. Yeah, any way you slice it, the vast majority of these crops that are killing animals are being fed to animals. So you're getting death on both ends, like major death on both ends there. Nicholas, I'm not a medical doctor. I'm not a registered dietitian or nutrition, but your question is, can women who are pregnant get the essential nutrients on a vegan diet without supplements? I don't know the answer to that. I've never been a pregnant woman. I will answer like medical questions like that, medical related questions, if I have firsthand personal experience with what's being asked. We'll just take a quick look at the position of the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics after having reviewed the relevant scientific research. There's about 100 studies and government publications in the references sections. This is just the abstract here. It's a full-blown published paper. Anyway, it says that appropriately planned vegan diets are healthful and nutritionally adequate, and these diets are appropriate for all stages of the life cycle, including pregnancy, lactation, infancy. But you asked about pregnancy. They give the thumbs up here, but I would say consult a doctor or a nutritionist. Maybe a nutritionist can go through what you're eating and see if, because there's no such thing as a vegan diet. Who asked that again? There's no such thing as a vegan diet. Someone could just eat like potato chips every day, and that would be technically vegan. So it really depends on what you're eating. So I would suggest consult with a personal nutritionist, and he or she can add up all your nutrients and vitamins and minerals you get in a typical day and suggest if you may need some. It's all individual. A lot of people think a vegan diet is some kind of uniform thing. No, it's uniform in morality, meaning no animal products, but as far as the nutritional content or lack thereof, it's all over the place. Ron, you want to know about duckweed versus like more traditional sources of B12, the Clean Machine Green Protein Licks. Yes, I will be very happy to share that with you. You're asking about, this is what I have every day. Had it today after my workout. I played basketball today for the first time in like 3 weeks. Feels good. A little tired because I played outdoors in the sunlight too. Anyway, I started taking this because I wanted some more amino acids for weight training. Then I learned it has all these other great nutrients in there, but B12, it has 20% of your daily recommended daily value for B12, which, it's not 100%. So you probably should still have more than just that. I mean, you can, bank on this every day to get a certain percent of your RDA, and then maybe still take a B12 spray once or twice a week. That's how I currently work it. So if you're looking for the link, because I have a nice cool discount code for you, it's Happy Vegan. You can save 10% off anything at Clean Machine Online. So let me paste that link here for you. And I use this stuff every day. Today, for instance, before my workout, I did this N10S pre-workout thing. I think it's a little tiny bit of caffeine or something like that. So kind of, because I don't like eat before I work out. So if I play basketball, I want to make sure I have tons of energy in case I play a game and, got to crush a guy or something like that. And the lentine, the duckweed. So anyway, I wasn't even showing that, was I? Because I'm stupid. Here's the N10S pre-workout product right here. Anyway. Enough of Clean Machine Green Protein. If you guys are watching, hi Jeff, how you guys doing? Anyway. Hey, how's Kira? Yes, we went to Disneyland on Angie's birthday this week. Thanks, guys, who contributed for our Disneyland trip there. And yes, indeed, we did get the let's see. We got I guess was it the spicy tofu kung pao thing? Is that what it is at Paradise Grill? We got that and the fried rice. And at one of those red carts, there were like 3 impossible meatballs or something like that. We got that as well. So we pretty much sampled the entirety of the Lunar New Year, Chinese New Year food at Disneyland California Adventure just a couple days ago. It was pretty good. I miss the orange chicken that they had in prior years. But not just me. I'm so happy because we got to meet the 3 little pigs all dressed up in cool Chinese outfits. It was awesome. We took some cool photos. Peter, no, we didn't make a video that day, Peter. We were planning to, but it was windy. It was so windy. It was just hard to film. And then if we're talking, as we do in the vlogs, it's just like, you wouldn't be able to hear it. So just have, you guys have seen videos where people film outside and it's windy and you can't hear anything they're saying. So unfortunately, we didn't film it, but the photos are up on our Instagram. So follow us, Happy Healthy Vegan on Instagram, or you can follow me, Ryan Lum Rocks. In fact, let me just show you the picture of me and the 3 little pigs real quick. And I'll get my link to my Instagram. Insta, here we go. Of course, there's a guitar there. All right. Here's the three little piggies right here. I didn't take pictures of the food. Angie has a more extensive photographic record of the day. But anyway, let me paste my Instagram if you want to follow me there. Here it is, Ryan Lum Rocks. And on for Angie, just Happy Healthy Vegan. Our channel name, all one word. So follow us both. All right, so George, veganism cannot be debunked. I am correct about that. It's crazy how people keep challenging you, even though they have channels dedicated to you. It's crazy against you. It's crazy. Well, just getting people an opportunity. If they really think they can debunk veganism, we'll let them. We'll let them have a shot. Let's see. Looks kind of dark. Maybe my monitor's low. Do I seem too dark, or do I seem bright enough? I could open up the aperture or the gain a little bit. Let me know if it looks cool. James, the Australian Open final. Yes, I stayed up. It got started at a little after midnight here on the West Coast. I watched the first two sets. That second set was like an hour and a half. You know, Nadal lost the first two sets, and I was cheering for Nadal big time. I really wanted to see him pull ahead of Roger and Novak on the Grand Slam title chase, and I went to bed thinking, there's no way. Medvedev's so young and fresh and just hits so hard and covers the court so well. I didn't think Nadal had a hope. So I got up and immediately, I didn't watch any news. I didn't look at my phone. So I started watching the 9-minute extended highlights on YouTube. Fast forward to the third set. I go, oh my God, Nadal won the third set. Good for him. Then I'm watching more oh my God, he's going to win the fourth set. Oh my God, it's going to go to 5 sets. And later on I'm going, oh my God, Nadal's about to win. So I guess I could have watched it, but I would have stayed up till past dawn. It was this 5.5 hour match. So yeah, I wish I could see the whole thing, but I'm really, really happy for Rafa. Sferich thinks water dehydrates you, huh? So what should you have to hydrate yourself? Fire then, if water doesn't work? I'm just kind of curious. Hey, Uncle Wall, yeah, the mood light. Let's see, it's a mooded light. It looks a little dark, but looks good. I thought it looked a little dark. Let me see if there's something I can do. Maybe angle the light a little better here. Let me hit one button here. Let me see if I can make it a little brighter without really messing it up. Let's see what this does. Okay, that's too much. I think this looks pretty good. What do you guys think? I'm gonna roll with this. I think this looks a little better. Might make things a little bluer, but oh well, what the hell. Hey, Graven Babies, thanks for sending me that post. I don't know how to respond. Yeah, Graven Baby sent me this TikTok of a guy who claims to be Native American and saying that beans and rice are Native American food and vegans are eating lots of beans and rice. So what was he saying, Graven Babies, that we're stealing Native American foods or something like that? My response to her was legumes and grains are found all throughout the world. No Native American area or culture has a copyright or a monopoly on grains and legumes. They're found all across the planet. It's just ridiculous. Yeah, I didn't see him mention maize in that video, Uncle Walt. Strangely, I mean, they might have an argument there, but like rice and beans? Are you kidding? Okay, so he says that vegans are stealing indigenous foods and calling them vegan food now. No, what do you mean vegans are stealing? I didn't know if a non-Native American ate rice and beans, we're stealing it. No, we just eat plants. I mean, he's got to get over the fact that we eat plants from all around the world. If we were to grab a copy of the Happy Healthy Vegan Cookbook, we have dishes from all over. We have dishes from China, India, Canada, Africa. just everywhere. South America, we just like cool plant-based foods from all around the world, because all around the world people eat plants. So there's nothing particularly about like white people or non-natives appropriating Native American dishes. If we eat rice and beans, we're taking food ideas from all around the world. I mean, is this guy saying he's never been into like a Panda Express or you know what I'm saying? That's just ridiculous. Yeah, these stretches keep going further, huh? Blood and organ supplement. That sounds crazy. Hey, Organic Silver Moon Designs, El Garner. I don't know why the bot held up your comment there, but I'm trying to let it show you there. Um, Hey, mi comunidad vegana, good to see you. And AJ Vintage. Is potassium bad for you? Again, not a medical doctor or a nutritionist. I mean, anything could be bad for you in, excessive amounts. I've seen stories where people have died of drinking too much water in like these weird water drinking competitions that have sometime. I mean, there's a recommended daily values, and if you're with around there, you're probably cool. But again, like, talk to your doctor if you have some kind of potassium sensitivity that we're not aware of. Yeah, anything can be toxic, and toxic amounts. Like people say, like you can't, like, unlike other drugs like alcohol, it's impossible to die from smoking weed. But I heard you could. You'd have to smoke an incredible amount in a short amount of time. Even bananas, like the amount of bananas it would take to kill a human being, you couldn't do it. It'd be like you'd have to eat like 100 bananas in like 20 seconds or some ridiculous thing like that. Something that's never gonna happen. Audio's out? Let's see. Can you guys hear me? Um, Let me know. Peter said audio out. Let me make sure that you guys are. I'm seeing my audio. Let me know if you guys are can hear me. I'll just wait a sec. Can you hear me? Okay, cool. Thanks for letting me know. You never know. Yeah, my audio situation is precarious. Okay, you muted your TV. Fair enough, Peter. All good. I mean, but thanks for letting me know, guys. Seriously, if my audio ever goes out or something weird's happening, tell me down there, because I'm often the last person to tell, because I'm not wearing headphones. I can't really monitor the output that I'm sending to you guys anyway with this current setup I have. I might in another month or two when Apple finally hopefully releases the computer I've been waiting so long for. But anyway, cool. I'm glad you guys are. Yeah, Peter, talking about like vegans stealing rice and beans from Native Americans. Yeah, non-vegans are literally stealing milk from cows. They're stealing meat from animals who were alive. Does that Graven Babies? Does that Native American dude guy that you sent me that TikTok of complaining about vegans stealing rice and beans? Does he drink milk? Because if so, he's stealing it from a cow. Does he eat meat? Because he's stealing it from the flesh. Stealing the flesh of an animal that didn't want to die for him, so he's, if anything, stealing. And I wonder if that guy eats non-native animals. I'm like I don't know which region he's from. If he's from like the Midwest states, the bison are all gone. I'm not sure he's probably eating animals that white people or Europeans brought. So is he stealing if he eats these non-indigenous animals? See what a slippery slope of an argument, and how ridiculous that argument is. He does drink milk. Okay, so he's stealing milk from cows. He thinks that's any better. He thinks vegans are bad because we're taking rice and bean dishes from across the world. But he's a good person stealing milk from a cow who was producing it for baby cows, but humans stole it so they could sell it and make money so this dude could buy it. Who's really stealing here? I mean, he's taking the milk that a cow made herself and drinking it. And he thinks vegans are bad because they're taking a concept. They're not stealing beans and rice from Native Americans. They're just taking the idea, if anything, hey, rice and beans are tasty. Let's eat them. We're not stealing anything. It's like, it's ridiculous. It's freaking ridiculous. Huh, Bauhaus Cure. I don't know what kind of politics high carb Hannah's in. Is she from Canada? Is that why you're asking? Because I really don't know much about what's going on there. Yeah, growing beans and rice is harmless, but Aster, the dude was complaining about vegans are stealing them to eat. He doesn't like the idea that vegans are eating rice and beans and calling them vegan food. I mean, it is vegan food. A lot of Native American foods were not animals. So therefore, a lot of Native Americans were eating food that is now considered vegan appropriate, vegan diet appropriate. You know, it's just like, you know, in like China, you know, people have been eating rice and broccoli for hundreds, if not thousands of years, you know. They're vegan technically, but it's not like, you know, you have to make a big deal. Oh, rice is vegan food. It just, yeah, fits within the moral beliefs of what vegans eat. That's as simple as that. Yeah, any edible plant is vegan food. I know. Should I respond to this guy, Graven Babies? Maybe I will, because it's so ridiculous. I think Graven Babies the one that sent me that other TikToker Native American guy who ended up living in Hawaii. He's trying to put himself out there. I live in the, like, you know, the jungles of South or Central America. No, he lives in Hawaii. He's hanging out with like raw vegans and stuff out there. Anyway. Hey Brad, I'm glad you love the discourse we do here. Yeah, we had one troll on earlier and he left. That was it. Just we answered his question, or I answered his question, debunked his point, and he moved on. Tony Chopper. I never heard of this person. Someone put a blood test out, steak and butter gal. Tell me, Tony, what were her blood test results like? Some highlights. Can you give me highlights like cholesterol, bad cholesterol, like markers for diabetes, like hemoglobin A1C and or fasting glucose? Let me know. Those are good starting points. He thinks, okay, so this Native American guy, Graven Babies, a video, that TikTok video he sent me, he thinks vegans are trying to steal their food. No, we're not stealing their food. I've been eating rice and beans before I was vegan. Was I stealing? Here's the thing. Like, you know, white people, wherever you want to call, you know, non-natives have been, in America here, have been eating rice and beans for hundreds of years. Like I said, I was eating them long before I went vegan. So was I stealing rice and beans when I was non-vegan? But now that I'm vegan, it's magically somehow bad to eat them, and it's stealing or something. That's just ridiculous. How come vegans are stealing but non-vegans are not stealing? I mean, we're just eating the foods, and we're saying, yeah, these foods fit within a vegan diet. You know, they're vegan. Like technically, those are vegan foods. I'm just like, you know, a piece of broccoli or potato are vegan foods. Sveltsfan 94. Not the guy I'm talking about right now. I don't think lives in Hawaii. It was a Native American guy responded to like a year or so ago. He's saying how vegan. I forgot. It was so dumb and pointless. I could pull it up maybe. I don't know. But that dude who was actually living in Hawaii, you know. So come on. There's no Native Americans living in Maui. Or no, he was on the Big Island. I'm sorry. I remember that. Because I kind of like looked at where he lived. I go, that's the Big Island. He's not living in like, you know, like the jungles of Mexico or something like that. Oh, it's race here. Trolls lose their souls. Yeah, they don't lose them. They have lost their souls. You know, the ones that are these anti-vegan trolls. Bond, Sarah Smith, what's that? It's because people just throw that word for anyone they disagree with nowadays. What are you talking about there, Bond? Let me know. Yeah, I love Japanese sweet potatoes too, and I'm not Japanese. Am I stealing vegan food from the Japanese? You know, that's just ridiculous. Fallon Marie, I should have him on for a debate with this one of these Native American dudes. What's their debate? I mean, he's just gonna say vegans are stealing rice and beans and calling them vegan food. Like, no, we're just eating them. You know, there's no stealing going on. You can't patent a food concept. You know, rice. You know, rice exists in Asia. It exists in North America. It's all over the world. Janet, hi, I don't tune in often. Do people usually debate you? Yeah, in the comments, if we have someone who really thinks they have a debunking of veganism, some kind of fact or logical or semi-logical argument, it's very rarely logical, we give them an opportunity to express themselves there in the live chat, and I give them ample opportunity to try to express themselves as clearly as possible, because I know we don't hear their voice, so I'm giving the benefit of the doubt, just making sure I don't misunderstand or misrepresent them, and respond to them. Oh, Bond, how do I determine they were a troll? Yeah, I probably don't know. I honestly don't have absolute certainty or knowledge that they were in fact a troll. I think I can say very safely and non-judgmentally that person was an anti-vegan, asking a very anti-vegan sort of question. So I apologize, Bond. If I offended you by prematurely calling that earlier fellow a troll, my bad. I probably shouldn't have done it, but I have every right to call them an anti-vegan. 95% of the time, though, the trolls are anti-vegan, but there are a few who are not. And, like I said, it's very rare. So maybe if he's in that 5-ish% that wasn't, my bad. Hopefully he's not going to lose any sleep tonight and not go all ballistic or anything like that, and have mental health issues about me accidentally possibly calling him a troll. Hopefully he's got the, he can handle that. Hey Travis, you debunked veganism. You can't grow rice in northern Canada, so veganism is debunked. Yeah, I guess you'll have to eat something else other than rice, huh? Race lever, you already debunked veganism. Whoa. Tony Chopper. What's her name again, Tony? This person with the bad or whatever blood test, this meat-eating butter person. Let me type it in again, Tony, and I'll try to find her video and leave it on a tab here so I can find it in the future. Ace, how could I force you to be vegan? No, how can I force someone to be vegan? Let's let me know, because vegan's a moral belief. How can I force you to have the moral belief that it's wrong to exploit and harm animals? How do you force them? It's like forcing someone to believe, how do you force someone to believe anything? I don't know if it works that way. Steak and butter gal. Okay, let me copy that, Tony. Thanks for the idea. If it's worthy of doing a video on, I will. And I get a lot of my ideas from you guys. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh man, I'm just showing what I see here already. This is gonna be an S show, a shit show. Hey, I think I'm getting a super chat tip there. Hey, what's going on?
Thanks for all you do, Ryan. I've learned from you and have gone on to do my small part to raise the general awareness.
Oh, thanks, Brad. Brad Krupsaw. You guys heard that, right? You guys heard the voice detect, the speech. What's it called there? Speech to text? You guys, or text to speech. My bad. Vegan brain fog is real, guys. VD's going to make another video. You heard it? Well, thank you so much, Brad. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to help people with, present facts and the best logical argumentation I know for veganism in an effort to debunk all this nonsense you hear about veganism and plant-based diets. So cool. Thank you, Brad. That's one of my goals here. Let's see. What are you guys asking here? Uncle Walt saying, just make them eat vegetables. Like, people should want to eat vegetables anyway. Let's see. So, okay, you guys did hear the text to speech. My bad. Not the speech to text. That would be quite something if that happened on my live streams. Every word I say gets converted to text. Yeah, well, I saw you guys talking about, I think it's my bad. I forgot to undo it, but Peter, remind me in the future that... How come my light seems to be going dim here? 1 second, guys. I think my light isn't putting out the lumens it ought to. Hang on 1 sec. Let me try something. 1 sec. I think something's off. I don't know what's up. Hopefully my light doesn't die on me here. I'm kind of worried about it. Oh well, we'll just keep going and see what happens. 1 year, John, for your next month. 1 year as on a whole food plant-based diet. Awesome, John. Good for you. I'm glad to be able to help in that. Race, you have an argument against veganism? Why do I find that hard to believe? Oh, why is my light acting weird here? Man, if my light goes out, I'm going to have a problem here. Wow, it's like going dim. I'm not sure if it's plugged in. 1 second, guys. Let me just check something real quick here, guys. One sec. Oh, I think I did it. I think I fixed it. Yeah, there we go. All right. All right. All right, now it's nice and bright. Okay. I knew something was weird. It looked like it was like getting dimmer and dimmer by the second. So let me fix a setting here. Okay, we'll roll with this. Wow, it's actually too bright. Let me go down one more notch here. All right, how does this look, guys? How's this looking? Man, it's still kind of gnarly. I can go down one more notch. All right. No, the light was like somehow it got unplugged. It happens sometimes. Remember like a month or so ago, my camera would like die after about an hour or so of the live stream. Like somehow it gets loose in the power strip down there. So anyway, and now it's a little dark. Let me set it back up here. Yeah, this looks good now. I'm gonna roll with this. Tell me if this looks good to you. This is how it was looking earlier for me, and then slowly it kept going, getting darker and darker. I knew something weird was afoot. I was just getting worried. God, it's like barely hanging on. It seems like it's gonna die within like half an hour or something. Anyway, all right, back at it. If you asked any questions in that meantime, ask again. I was like, panicking slightly, like, oh my God, because I used to have a bigger light behind me here, and since I hooked up this little small light here, I got rid of the bigger light. So if my little light here died, I would have been in trouble. All right, cool. That looks better. Thanks, guys. I'm glad I am able to like troubleshoot and fix on the fly. That's a skill, That's why I like to stay extremely sober during live streams, so I can think clearly. So anyway, yeah, Matthew Kim, I think he's bailed. I think you guys were too mean to him, to be honest with you. I saw him complaining how you guys were like, making him upset or something like that. I mean, I was cool to him. Maybe I extended too much courtesy to him, but you guys were like harsh on him. So I think Matthew is gone. And plus he claimed he lived in England, which I find kind of hard to believe. Means he was like up to like 3 or 4 in the morning with us and stuff. So anyway, yeah, we haven't seen Matthew for like a few weeks now. Maybe he got all he wanted out of us here. He couldn't convince us to eat a little tiny piece. He's one of those people. I've had these ever since we started our YouTube channel back in 2013. Like people say, okay, vegan diet's cool, it's healthy, I get it. I'm not going to try to debunk that, but what if you eat a little tiny bit of meat? A little bit of meat, you'll even be healthier. It ain't going to hurt you. I've had people like, why? Like I was asking them why. I'm already healthy. Like what's a little bit of meat gonna do besides harm animals? It's like, why? I'm already fine. My doctors keep saying do what you're doing. Why would I eat a little piece of meat once in a while for? And violate all my moral beliefs for no reason. He's trying to argue that from different angles like for a month or so, and like it's not gonna work. Janet, yeah, oxalates, yeah, yeah. There's this crypto guy, Crypto King or something like that, some anti-vegan dude. Yeah, I've responded to him in videos and in a live stream. he was talking about, yeah, Ryan, aren't you aware, Ryan, of Happy Healthy Vegan, that all them vegan staple foods are super high in oxalates, and you're gonna have like problems eating all these oxalates. And so I looked into it, and he is right. If you are have a diagnosed, again, I'm not a medical doctor, but I talk to medical doctors to debunk his nonsense. Or if you have like kidney stones, you only need a low oxalate diet. But this Crypto King guy, who by the way is not a medical doctor or nutritionist or anything like that, he works in crypto or something like that. Anyway, he's saying all people, regardless of their kidney stone status diagnosis, should eat a low oxalate diet. And I've seen no doctor ever say this. I've never seen any like credible health group or even a crappy health group say everyone should eat a low oxalate diet. And he's making this video, Ryan, look at this here. If you have 58 cups of bok choy or 59 cups of kale, you're gonna have too many oxalates. I'm going, who in their right mind has like even 10 cups of kale or bok choy, let alone 59 or something like that? So yeah, unless you're doing something really weird and you have kidney issues, you're probably going to be fine. But yeah, again, I'm not a medical doctor. Check out my video about oxalates. In fact, let's find it right now so we can all have that video in case you want to refer to it. Hopefully I remember how to spell oxalates right. Oxalates. I think that's right. God dang it, I forgot to spell oxalates. I know you guys are probably telling me right now. I'm just going to go to Google and have it tell me how to spell oxalates. There we go. I was close. All right, here we go. God, I don't know what I spelled there. VD's going to have a field day. Look at Ryan, can't even spell anymore. Here we go. So we can, hey, this is Ryan of Happy Health. All right, so I'll share this link with you and you can watch. Since you were concerned about oxalates for a vegan diet, this will give you way more detail and way more facts than the kind of quickie version that I tried my best to do right here for you, like, maybe 4 or 5 months after the fact. So yeah, check out the full video I made about are vegans eating too many oxalates? Are we all going to get these weird kidney diseases because we eat too many oxalates? And the answer is no. Yeah, but the link's down there. That link to the YouTube video is my oxalates video. Spelling is overrated. I know, in this day of like spell correcting and Google and search engines and all that, yeah, spelling is like, you don't need to spell that good. But that vegan brain fog though, you got it there. I have that vegan brain fog sometimes. I'm a little tired. Give me a break. I played basketball for about 65 minutes in the sun today. So I'm a little chill, I feel good. You like my impression of the Wizard of Wall Street guy, or Witch of Wall Street, Buzz, what's his name? Crypto King dude. Anyway. Yeah, vegan brain frog is real, guys. Anthony, someone asked me about iron. Yeah, I don't supplement with iron, and yeah, I've always had good iron readings on my blood tests. Yeah, speaking of crypto, yeah, it's been a rough couple weeks for crypto, basically. It came back a bit in the past couple days, but it's been a rough time. If you guys are the buy on the dips kind of people, this is a dip. The Wall Witch. I just call him that Crypto King guy. Like, why would you take advice about how many oxalates to eat from a Crypto King guy? Like, why? I mean, he's not a doctor. He's not a nutritionist. I mean, the reason why you should listen to what I said is because I looked to what doctors and nutritionists and medical organizations said. That's why, because I'm just reporting what the experts who know way more about this than I could ever possibly know what they're saying. But the Crypto King guy, he didn't provide any reference, any doctor or any, he had some web page that I looked at and we debunked, I think, in a live stream. But it didn't apply to normal, healthy humans and, that don't have like liver problems, don't have kidney stones. Let's see. Crypto Toad. Well, that's not nice. They're a race lover. Let's see. Yeah, Grateful Dead fan here too, Fu Manpu. Is that a little Touch of Rain lyric I see there? Oh, John, I saw your question earlier. Do I eat hemp foods? I used to drink hemp milk like a long time ago before all these other plant-based milks. It's like soy and hemp. I used to drink it back then, especially like a chocolate hemp milk. And in the past too, I remember putting like hemp powders, crushed hemp seeds or whatever into my smoothies. But I don't really do any hemp anymore, at least on any regular basis. So no, not that I have anything against it. It just hasn't, it's not into my rotation, right? It hasn't been for quite a while. Vegan metalhead. I don't know if that debunks veganism. That just means you had too many monster drinks there, man. Uncle Walt, I'm kind of with you too now. Oat has been my favorite for a while. Started off with like soy and hemp, then I got into almond for a while, but it's been oat for a while. Hey, Giggles, thanks so much for the, once again, very kind donation, and that will go to the credit card bill to pay the little debt we racked up at Disneyland buying all the different vegan foods. Unfortunately, I was too windy to really make a video proper, but yeah, Happy Healthy Vegan on Instagram, just all one word. You'll see Angie's photos of the food and what we did there. But unfortunately, yeah, the wind was so strong that it was blowing our hair all around. We would look crazy, but worse than that, the audio would have been all muffled. We don't have those professional like things that look like a sock or a fuzzy, thing that you put over the microphone. But thank you so much, Giggles. Much appreciated. Yeah, you've been supporting a lot of our travel photos and vlogs. And we just feel bad that, yeah, video just would have been it would have been a disaster that day. It's been windy here. It's been sunny, but windy. And it caught us by surprise. We didn't really prepare for that day. It was like the first day that the wind kind of started. Oatly's gross campaign about part-time vegans. Oatly? Like, what are they saying about part-time? Oh, I think I saw that. Yeah, they're planning a meal, right? Like, oh, the vegans are coming over. Is that it? Oh, they're not vegan. Oh, they're vegan again. Was that it? I remember we saw something. I was going, what the hell? That's just so stupid. Yeah, Uncle Walt, we have the SoCal Residence Disneyland Pass, which you could get. Yeah, you just have to have a Southern Cal zip code in your address. So it's free. Once you get the pass, I think it's $299, which is a good deal because, like, what's it cost to get into the park? Like $130 or something like that. You go like 2.5 times and it's paid for, which is cool because, we can just go for a few hours, like have lunch and then go on a ride and go home. Part-time vegans law, huh? Oh, I didn't see that one, Bauhaus Care. They posted their social media of a woman's sleeve covered in patches about how being a part-time vegan is. What is a part-time vegan? I mean, if you're a part-time vegan, I think what they're trying to say is someone eats a vegan diet part-time. That doesn't make them a part-time vegan. It just means on some days or weeks or whatever, they choose to eat only plants and then they switch out of that and eat animal crap as well too. So that doesn't mean you're vegan. Like, how can you, if you truly are vegan, that means you find it morally wrong to harm and exploit animals. So when you're being a part-time vegan and not being vegan, how do you live in accordance with your moral beliefs? There's no such thing. That's just ridiculous. Again, just a complete misunderstanding of what vegan is. Maybe they're a vegetarian or something, or they're not a vegan. Bond, no, I have not been to KFC. I haven't been to a KFC in God knows how long, or Buddha knows how long. I really can't remember last time I've been to a KFC. So yeah, I have no desire to rush and support them. Unlike, say, Panda Express with their orange chicken. I've popped in a few Panda Expresses over the years, not too many times, but they have a lot of plant food there, and I'll go in and get their I've gotten their orange chicken now a few times. Hey, Matt the Vegan, long time no see, bro. Yeah, Bond, that would be a part-time vegan, but there's no such thing as a part-time vegan. Either you have the moral conviction that it's wrong to exploit and harm animals, and also you eat foods that are in accordance with that belief. You don't all of a sudden, today I don't believe it's wrong to harm animals, so I'm going to have a steak or some chicken. That doesn't make any sense. It's like saying, oh, I believe raping humans is wrong. It's totally wrong, but I'm a part-time non-raper. Or I'm a part-time raper. Like, I don't rape all year, but this week I'm going to rape. I'm going to rape a few people this whole week, maybe 3-4 people, and then I'm going to go back to non-rape again. You see how that makes zero sense? And that's what veganism is. It's a belief that instead of believing it's wrong to rape people, which most vegans believe, we instead believe that it's wrong to harm and exploit animals. And how do you just switch that off for a couple days? It makes zero freaking sense. It just shows a complete misunderstanding of what veganism is. Part-time lover, yeah, okay. People are angry about their posts. Or I'll check into that. Who did it again? It was Oatly, you said? I'll look into that because that could be a video idea. Yeah, are there part-time cannibals? Yeah, Uncle will only rape them a little bit, or rape them only on like holidays or something like that. You know, on St. Patrick's Day you can rape or something like. I don't know. I'm just making crap up. It doesn't make any sense. I'm with you, Aster. I'm a full-time vegan, no breaks. I love my job as a full-time, non-part-time vegan. Yeah, race lever. So instead of meatless Monday, Ryan does sexual assault Sundays. Yeah, that's the logic there. It's the same parallel reasoning there. Yeah, sexual assault Sundays. That's the day you just give up your moral beliefs about rape. Yeah, exactly. Only a part-time serial killer. Is that Peter 3.0? Is that your new? Are you X now, Peter 3.0? Yeah, Peter, yeah, keep reminding me about this because I have a horrible memory. All my brain cells are spoken for. April 16th is World Vegan Climate March Day. I'll see what's going on in our area. But yeah, we don't go to too many things. I still don't like being in large crowded groups. Maybe it won't be a large crowded group. We will see. Like at Disneyland, we kind of stay away from like the crowded areas and, anyway, we're kind of like introverts anyway, Let's see. What's that? Organic Silver Moon? Cruelty-free lifestyle, not a diet. It's moral to not harm animals. That's what veganism. Yeah, it's moral to not harm animals. Yeah, it's not a diet. It's moral to it's immoral to harm animals. And as a byproduct of living according to your ethics, yeah, we're not being cruel to animals. Who are these vegans pushing vaccines on people, Matt? Just curious. Vaccines that were tested on animals, just test on them a little bit. Who are the vegans pushing vaccines? I mean, Matt, I've asked you this before. Yeah, they were tested on animals because every drug, every pharmaceutical, every drug's been tested on animals, except for aspirin. I did research onto this. I mean, have you ever taken a drug? Are you saying you would never take a drug? That's what I'm asking. I'm not saying you're a bad person. I'm just saying if you're consistent with that belief, you've don't want to take any medication that's been tested on animals. Well, unfortunately, in the United States, there's lobbyist groups fighting against this, like the PCRMs lobbying to not have all medications be tested on animals. It's needless. It's cruel. So I'm saying if you stick to that consistent way of thinking there, Matt, and I want to know who these vegans are pushing them. I'm just curious. If you stick to that, I'm just saying, are you vowing to never take a drug again? I'm just curious. And again, I'm not saying you're a bad person at all, Matt. I'm just kind of curious to see how far you push that logic, because it is a logic that you threw out there. Hey, Vols Music, do I think the growing popularity of the meat eater might further romanticize hunting and carnivore? Who is meat eater? Is that a person I should know of Vols Music? Well, thanks so much though on Vols Music for the super chat tip. I much appreciate it there. Who is meat eater? Is that someone I should know? Is that like an influencer of some kind? Heidi, you need to find something to eat. Well, when you find something, send me a little tiny bit there. I'd appreciate that. Oh, Meat Eater is a stupid show about hunting. Ew, currently popular on Netflix? Well, that sucks. Well, thank goodness I don't have Netflix right now. Yeah, Pano, veganism, back to Matt's question. Veganism is not asking you to, like, die. Like, say you have diabetes or cancer or whatever, and you need medication to like live. You know, veganism isn't saying, well, you need to just like die, and you know, vegan's not asking anyone to die. I'm just kind of curious where Matt's going. Again, Matt, I'm not saying you're a bad person. I'm not trying to pick on you like you're a troll. I think you're cool, Matt. I'm just kind of curious how serious and consistent you are with that belief about it being tested on animals, because it's just an unfortunate fact. In fact, if you go to the Vegan Society's webpage, they say, yeah, don't die. If you need to take a medication or get vaccinated, get it. They even make it abundantly clear. That's where the as far as possible and practicable comes in. Yeah, I think the topic's interesting, Matt, too. I agree. I think it's an interesting topic. I'm curious, though, Matt, if you didn't want to answer my question, though, if you're going to take medicines or not for the rest of your life, I'm curious about that. If you want to answer that, feel free, Matt. If not, that's cool. I'm kind of curious, though, who are the vegans that are like so-called pushing vaccines? I'm just kind of curious who you're talking about, because I see so many vegans who are the opposite, you know, more like you. So I'm just kind of curious. Again, I'm not trying to start a fight or nothing with you. Well, I feel sorry for you, Fu Manpu. You had to sit through a Ted Nugent set. Oh man, I remember. Yeah, I'm not just bagging on him because I disagree with him about everything. I just remember his music because I was a child of the '70s. I was alive when Cat Scratch Fever was like on the charts. You know, didn't like it then, didn't like him now, didn't like Night Ranger and anything he's ever done really. Let's see. Yeah, I was going to point out, Peter. Thanks, Peter. I want to remind Matt too. Like, Matt, have you ever had Impossible Burgers or Just Egg? Because the FDA, it was the FDA, or was it the USDA? One of the government agencies required them, or at least made them, through coercion, test on animals as well. I know most vegans are, just fine morally with eating Impossible Burgers and Just Eggs. I haven't really seen any vegans asking other vegans to like boycott those products, but those have the same taint, if you will, that a vaccine would have, as a drug would have. Just kind of curious what you think about those foods. Ron, it's a decently high chance. You're right there. I'm not an expert in what the fields you're talking about there, but there's a decent high chance if we lived in a plant-based world and didn't raise animals and keep them in captivity or in close contact with humans, so that humans eat them shortly thereafter, we may not have had any SARS-1 or MERS or COVID. Heck, who knows? Maybe even HIV. I don't know. I'm not an expert in that, but yeah, there's a decent chance. Ted Nugent's a freak. Good way to describe it, Jesse. Your guilty pleasure is killing Leonard Skinner. Okay, so you're saying Trapped in the Matrix that Beyond Meat relied on research that was tested on animals, but Beyond Meat themselves didn't have to test on animals. So they don't have the guilt on their hands. They didn't actually hire researchers and buy animals in a laboratory and test them out. So I don't think they have any of the karma, say, of that Just Egg or Impossible Burgers have indirectly doing that. Again, I'm not passing judgment on it. I'm saying, Beyond Meat makes a point that they didn't have to test on animals. Namely, here's why. Just Egg had a weird ingredient that the USDA was not familiar with, known as mung bean. And anyone who's familiar with Asian food, like Indian or Chinese, we know what mung beans are. They've been eaten for thousands of years. But the USDA, like, whoa, what is mung bean? We got to test this. Make sure it doesn't make people grow 3 heads or something like that. That's ridiculous. So they had to harm animals. They requested that Just Egg harmed animals because the USDA was too stupid and just so culturally non-knowledgeable about mung beans that they had to test them. And as far as Impossible, it's because they had a brand new novel heme iron made out of plants. It's never been done before. They did some kind of genetic modifying or something like that to produce a plant-based heme iron. So that of course they're going to have to test that out. But I thought the mung bean testing was ridiculous. It's totally pointless. That's good to know, Matt. I'll see. I'm glad to know you will take medicine if you have to. I'm trying to show your comment there, Matt. Yeah, it's not necessarily your immune system. I mean, the older you are, as you've seen, the more vulnerable one is to hospitalization or severe illness. And I'm even though I'm over 50, which puts me in a much more vulnerable group than a lot of you guys that are in your 20s and 30s. I'm like 5 or 20 times more likely to have a severe thing. But I still trust my immune system. I fight stuff off just fine. But there's this thing known as asymptomatic cares, which people who don't present any symptoms whatsoever test positive. And I don't want to be that person that goes to visit my mom, who's 83 years old, had heart surgery, she's overweight, high blood pressure. These are all the risk factors, the highest risk factors for dying. So that's why I really, trying to not, that's why I'm trying to stay healthy and not get sick and pass it on to mom. That's why I'm vaccinated. So I want my mom to keep living. It's not really for me. It's for others, such as my mom and others who are at way higher risk of complications than I am. Yeah, I'm strong. Odds are I'll be fine. If Joe Rogan got through it, and he's my age, if he got through it, I should be just fine too without having a shot. But I did get one to really save my mom's life. Asymptomatic means healthy, but infected with the virus and able to transmit it. The best I understand it, Ray Slaver. That's what it means. You are still able to infect others, but you yourself may not even realize you are infected because you present with no symptoms. And that was my nightmare, to be asymptomatic and able to transmit the virus to my mom and make her ill. So yeah, we agree. It means healthy, but not healthy in that, like, yeah, you present as healthy, but when tested, you have a positive result. Sarah, everyone you hang out with is over 65. Yeah, that's even a more vulnerable category than people my age in my 50s. And I just saw, did you guys see that that cop who quit his job in Washington State? He was on Fox News. He didn't want to get vaccinated. He quit his job over that, and he just died just a few days ago. He's 51. He's like younger than me. That's what I'm saying. People in my age group have higher risk of like severe reaction than like people like a lot of you guys in your 20s and 30s. But it's really for my mother. That's it. If you think I'm a wimp for that or an unreasonable person, I just really love my mom and I want her to keep on being with me. She's my last parent. Oh goodness, Matt, you don't like that, huh? You don't like my compassion for my mom? Oh, if you don't buy it, that's cool. Okay, Race, forget the terminology. Pretend I never said asymptomatic. Just say there are people who test positive and can transmit a virus, but they feel no symptoms. You can call it asymptomatic. You just call it a person, or you just do it. I just describe it. Forget the word if that's the hang up there. Someone who tests positive and can transmit the virus, but doesn't know they're ill. That's what I didn't want to be and infect my mom. I hope you can understand it. You guys think I'm a weird, unreasonable, mean, unvegan person for not wanting to unintentionally send my mom to the hospital when I go and visit her? So be it. I can live with my decision. I have no regrets. I should say, yeah, one advantage of being old, I saw for my, I can get a discount on my cell phone service in another year or two. I'm kind of excited about that. But anyway. Let's see. I didn't know your mom died, Graven. Maybe you did. Oh, wait. I remember you. Oh, yeah, Graven babies. Your mom died alone. I'm so sorry to hear that because of COVID crap. Both your parents are gone now. I'm so sorry to hear that. You know what I'm talking about. If you have one parent left, I mean, it's precious. Both parents, if you're lucky to have them both, it's precious. So appreciate that. Just don't take that for granted. But when you lose your first one, you really like holding on to your last remaining parent there. That's how I feel about my mom. Very overprotective about her and always trying to make sure she's doing well. She's all I have left. Okay. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you like that organic silver. I mean, so you don't find it shameful that I just really want to try to keep my mom around as long as possible, and I don't want to go there and infect her. It's simple as that. Or just others, not just my mom, but someone else. I could be somewhere else, and someone with that's more has immunocompromised system than I might. Yeah, good point. I don't want to get this all about vaccine, but I just want to say this last thing. As Felter fan said there, it doesn't only protect yourself. Yeah, it does drastically reduce your chance of getting hospitalized, let alone dying. But yeah, it does protect others in that you are less likely to, not impossible, but less likely to infect them. It's all about odds. There's no slam dunks when it comes to health and disease and, like vegan. People think, oh, if you're vegan, you can't get heart disease, you can't get diabetes or stroke. No, anyone who says that is lying. Vegans can get and do get all those diseases. What happens is, though, if you eat a whole food plant-based diet, your risk factor, your odds, the probability that you will acquire and or die of those diseases goes down. But nothing's a slam dunk. The reverse is true, too. If you're not vegan and say you eat meat all day and you smoke 5 packs of cigarettes a day, you could live to be 110. You could. The chances of that are way lower than someone who doesn't do those things. But yeah, there's no slam dunk. It's all about probabilities. Again, if you ever hear a vegan say it's impossible to get cancer or any disease, whatever, as a vegan, they're lying to you. Don't listen to them. It's an odds thing. Odds go down. Yeah, it's not a magic wand. It's more like a buff. I like that, Aster. It's not a magic wand. And some influencers are guilty of overselling it, that you can't, you're wearing a shield and all diseases can't get through it. And that's not how it works out. I wish it were. That would be awesome. But, that's not reality. All right. Well, let me counter that here and show you. Let's see. I'm gonna go to the cardiologist. I keep saying I'm gonna go visit Danielle Bellardo. She's out here in Southern California, and here's a chart that shows hospitalizations per 100,000 persons. And again, I'm not trying to turn this into vaccine. I'm just going with the data here that Danielle has shared with her. It says here, vaccine plus booster. That's this little line down here. 96% reduced hospitalization. Vaccine without booster, that's this bigger dash line down here. 81% reduced hospitalization compared with completely unvaccinated people. Again, this is hospitalization. Doesn't mean that if you're unvaccinated, you will definitely be hospitalized. No, it doesn't mean if you are fully vaccinated and boosted, you won't go to the hospital. No, a few people do. It just shows, again, the odds. 96% reduction. Again, this is a new CDC report on Omicron, since Race brought it up here. And right here, the arrow shows when the start of Omicron predominance started happening. So it does still help help you as individuals from hospitalization. Again, this is CDC data. If you want to say the CDC is corrupt or whatever, that's cool. But I'm just saying this is some actual, epidemiological numbers that we can look at. Anyway, I'm moving on. I'm not trying to turn this into a vax versus no vax, but I just wanted to counter what Ray said there with some actual. He had a quote from the Moderna or Pfizer CEO, and I just want to counterpoint that with that chart from Danielle there that shows a 96% reduction in hospitalizations if you're boosted. All right, anyway, moving on. No more talk about that. To how does it compare to natural immunity? Well, that's natural immunity is the bottom line there. I mean, I'm sorry, the top line, the 187, that's natural immunity. It means not vaccinated. That's assume what you're talking about, right? And full on natural immunity. That's some people are fine. We're talking the ones that end up in the hospital, Matt. Yeah, a lot of people are unvaccinated are just fine. They don't go to the hospital. They might have mild symptoms, but the ones who, this is what we're talking about, just those whose symptoms are so extreme, so severe, they end up in the hospital. And as you see here, this is quite a huge reduction, 96.6 reduction of hospitalization rates if you're fully boosted. So yeah, natural immunity can help, but the people who are sick are having a hell of a time. Oh, what's the data on natural immunity? That's the data there, Matt. I'm just showing you. You might have something else you want to show me. I'm showing. You can't deny this, no matter how you want to spin it, Matt. Those who end up in the hospital, I mean, how do you deny this? Those who end up in the hospital, their natural immunities didn't work for them. Yeah, there's probably risk factors for these people in the hospital. They're probably older, like my age and older, over 50. They probably had multiple risk factors such as obesity, diabetes, high blood pressure, cancer, immune compromised people. So we're talking about them. We're showing how these people fared. But anyway, let's move on. This is not going to be a pro-vax, anti-vax. I'm just trying to combat some of the challenges I hear in the comments and show some actual data. I mean, that chart doesn't really lie. Okay, Matt, if you believe the hospitals are killing them, but Matt, how do you explain though, how come the hospitals, again, this is hospitalization, this is not deaths. So, but I think the death rates are kind of similar, but how come the hospitals aren't killing the vaccinated people and the boosted people at the same rates? Explain that. Do they find, oh, this guy is not vaccinated, so we're going to kill him? I mean, that would be unimaginable. I mean, is that what you're suggesting there, Matt? Like the hospitals distinguishing between who's vaccinated and not vaccinated and killing the unvaccinated at a higher rate? But I'm not going to entertain any, actually, I don't even want to hear an answer to that, Matt. I don't want to entertain any conspiracies here about this. Bottom line is if you are vaccinated, you're probably going to be vaccinated by now, right? So I'm not trying to convince anyone's mind. All I was trying to do is combat some claims I heard in the comments I thought were wrong and present some actual numbers to support that. So yeah, if you want to have some answer to discount what I showed you there, cool, but let's not spread it here. Yeah, grabbing babies. Yeah, don't get vaccinated if you don't want it. We don't care. We don't care. I'm just saying, don't spread lies about it. I'm just saying, just if you don't want to get it, cool, totally cool. I'm not going to shame you. I'm not going to give you shit or anything like that. But don't say misinformation like that because this is some real shit here. That's some real shit there. Matt, there is no fetal cell tissue in these injections. Like maybe some might have them, but the ones I had were messenger RNA. I thought there's some connection maybe in the Johnson & Johnson one, but yeah, this is a misinformation thing. We can go look that up. There's no fetal cell tissue in the messenger RNA vaccines. That's yeah, there's none in there. That's not how it works. We don't need fetal cell tissue to make messenger RNA. Anyway, let's move on. But Travis likes him some fetal cells. So yeah, but Balscare says, so what if there was? But there aren't any. There aren't any. So we're not going to go down that road because there aren't any, Matt. How come you only come here to talk about vax crap, Matt? That's the only thing I kind of remember lately that you want to engage in is vax stuff. Matt, just say you have your beliefs. Totally cool. You can have them. That's cool. But I appreciate if you come to the comments here to not say something that's false and easily disproven. But we're not going to talk about it. I'm just decreeing right now. I'm going to be the noble dictator here, the benevolent dictator. No more. We're not going to talk about vax anymore tonight. Okay, guys? I'm decreeing. I'm using my powers here as the leader of the live stream. We're moving on from vaccination talk. Bottom line, if you have it, a shot, you probably already got it by now. If you haven't got one by now, you're probably not gonna. So I'm not here to change your mind. I just dabbled into some, countering some claims, and we're moving on. Great, Matt. Cool. Then let's move on. We're totally done. Awesome. I'm glad they've exposed that there's somehow in the messenger RNA vaccine some fetal cells. I'm glad they exposed that. If that's your only reason for not taking it, good on you. Okay. Vegan Pam, what's that? Is weed vegan? Your grandson is vegan and smoked it. Typically it is, but you never know what kind of nutrients were used in the production of it. Some guys will just use some crazy stuff that might not be all that healthy. It might have I've seen some nutrients actually that are banned in the state of California. You can't buy them. They'll allow them in other states, and I think it's because there's some unhealthy known effects of them or something like that. So anyway, it technically is vegan, but you got to see what the growers are putting in them. If you can, that could be impossible in some cases, in most cases. You're high right now, Bauhaus Cure? I wish I could be. It's harder to troubleshoot. Like, when I had that light problem a little bit ago, the lighting dying, my light wasn't plugged in right. So yeah, I can't be high when I'm doing these live streams. It'd be way more difficult to try to troubleshoot and solve in real time technical issues as they arise. But yeah, marijuana is vegan, race lover, technically, but there could be some nutrients and maybe pesticides that were not full, don't have all, they might have some fish bone or something crap like that, crab something, who knows. Monkey, what if everyone vegan, you were the only meat eater? You'd be having trouble, because who's gonna raise animals for one person? Yeah, you might be able to have a fiesta of immense proportions for a little while, but after a while, after the animals die off, who's gonna find it profitable to raise animals for one person? So yeah, enjoy it while it lasts there, and then it's over. Let's see, Peter. Oh, so you had antibodies for both Delta and Omicron. The doctor said in the same breath, "Do you want the jab today?" What are you going to do, Peter? Just curious. Vegan Pam, basketball tips. Let me know specifically what kind of tips, and I could talk about basketball stuff for hours. So let me know if you have any specific or things you want to know about basketball, and I will pass them on. Are they for you, Pam, or are they for your grandson? Or let me know. Crystal, the Oatly situation. Yeah, I think it was who pointed it out here? Was it Bauhaus Cure that pointed out their social media ad about part-time vegans? Is that what you're talking about, or is there something else? Because I might have to make a video about Oatly being stupid about vegans. Oh, Bauhaus Cure, the dispensaries out here are good at labeling edibles as vegan. Yeah, that's a whole different. I was thinking about flowers and stuff, but yeah, if we're talking about edibles, yeah, they got to label, for vegans, can you eat it? Do they put butter in there or some kind of vegan butter? Yeah, that's what you want to look for sure. DJ 2012, yes, I don't think I've ever been stoned live. I'm just not that kind of person. I need to be, technically minded. It's like when I'm producing music, it might be great to listen to music high perhaps, but actually working and recording, it's very precise. Engineering, you can't just, some people are probably stoned so often, they just, their normal waking state for them, but that's not like that for me. Full-time day job. I do a bunch of things, Kazis. I don't have an employer anymore or anything. I haven't had that for years. I just work for myself. I'm working on Happy Healthy Vegan, working on the Spirals music. I'm running our e-commerce, just for starters there, and all sorts of other creative projects that fold into those areas. Like putting out a new album, we're getting that together. Got to get the websites updated. So there's always a lot of work to be done. Wow, whose blood pressure was 54/30? I've never heard of one that low. Oh, your brother. Wow. Yeah, I'm not a medical doctor, but I just kind of know what ranges I see. I've never seen one that low before. Wow. What does Freely promote now? I haven't watched a Freely video in maybe 5-6 years. Enlighten me. What is Freely promoting now? Last time I saw, when someone mentioned her, I went to her channel. I think she was talking about someone quitting veganism a couple years ago. So I did watch that video. So I take it back. I did watch her complain about someone quitting veganism, and it was a good video. But I remember she seemed to be a fully raw fruitarian or fully raw again or something like that. But what is she promoting? Let me know. I have no idea what she's up to. Good brand of vegan Jell-O. I can't name one for you, Uncle Wall, if anyone knows. Okay, so that Oatly video, it's a video they made with puppets thinking about being a part-time vegan, which we were talking about earlier. There's no such thing as a part-time vegan. I'm a part-time rapist. I don't rape people all that often. Just on holidays, I abandon my morals about raping other humans. And I'll rape on St. Patrick's Day, on Cinco de Mayo. Then I'm rape-free. No, it makes no sense. You can't be a part-time rape or whatever. You just can't be a part-time vegan. It makes no sense. You would smoke with me, Matt? Well, I might smoke later tonight. Who knows? But I'm definitely not going to smoke right now. For right now, it's just staying hydrated with water. Okay, Vegan Pam. We're talking about basketball here. your grandson needs help on his defense. Yes, I love the defense, Pam. Yeah, there's little things that can be taught for defense. For sure, you can improve defense. There's footwork things, like the distinction between sidestepping and cross-stepping, when to do both. You usually start with sidestepping, and if your opponent goes too fast, you have to start cross-stepping. But defense, I really believe, is something you just innately, it's not really taught. I mean, yeah, like I said, you can improve, you can learn things, but it's something you just want to do. And I've always been like that since I was younger, playing basketball out in the schoolyards. I was always a tight defender. I just get offended. Just like I get offended when I see Joe Rogan and Jordan Peterson and all these why I'm no longer vegan people just spew all this misinformation about veganism. It just irks me. And likewise on the basketball court, I don't like when opponents make buckets. I just try everything in my power to not let them score. It's a futile thing because they're going to score eventually, but I just try to keep their scores down as little as possible. So it's just trying to make life as hard for your opponent. Whatever you can do, be creative. I'm thinking like a chess player. Like, what imbalances are there as far as height, size, quickness? Do they like to go left or right? What are they, just try to find try to make your opponent as uncomfortable as possible. Make them take difficult shots. If they're a good shooter, deny them the shot, make them dribble. If they're a really good dribbler, force them to shoot. Make them do something that they'd rather not do. So try that out. Have to tell your son or grandson just to try to force your opponent into going to their weaknesses rather than their strengths. I'm not always able to do that, but that's like a go-to move for me. What would make you stronger, meat or plant-based? You can build muscle on either, Usopp. You're here at a vegan forum, so you're gonna hear lots of experiences about how people have put on strength as vegans, myself included. I'm now at age 54, older than I've ever been. I'm stronger now than I was in my 20s, 30s, 40s. So yeah, you can put muscle on any diet. Here's the misconception. People think just muscle grows from the food you eat without any training. You got to train. As long as you're supplying your body with the right kinds of nutrition and calories, you'll put muscle on, but you got to train. There's nothing lacking in plants that won't let you put muscle on. Oh my God, your brother was close to cardiac arrest with that low blood pressure? Oh my goodness. Wow. So I'm glad he's okay, right? Your brother is okay, Peter 3, right? I hope so. And let me know how your brother's doing. If you'd said that already, I must have missed that. Oh yeah, I play 21 all the time, Vegan Pam, in basketball. That's a way to play sort of a one-on-one game with. You could play it against one other guy. I prefer to do straight up one-on-one if it's just me against another guy. But that's why you can have 2, 3, 4, 5 more people playing at one time. But yeah, I play 21 all the time. I love half-court basketball. That's my specialty. I love half-court basketball, and I love playing people one-on-one. That way, I don't have to worry about my teammates' crappy defense. No one defends as well as me when I'm on a team, so I get frustrated when I see my teammates sucking at D. So one-on-one removes that component, just me focusing on one guy, or girl sometimes on occasion. Ron, is the definition of vegan perfect, or would you change it somehow? No definition is perfect. With any definition, like say a vegan, there's going to be some pros and cons, some pluses and minuses, and you just have to weigh them all out. Yeah, no definition is perfect. So yeah, I'm not looking to create my own definition, because if I were to, it would have its own pluses and minuses, and we don't need another definition out there. There's, it's already out there. Okay, Peter, your brother's fine. 20 minutes later, he was pretty much normal. Wow, thank goodness he wasn't all hospitalized and rocked. Thank heavens for that. Let's see. So Yekaterina, you're saying Freely, who we were talking about a few minutes ago, is fully raw now. That's what I thought. And I guess she's been that way for a few years again. And does not recommend cooked food at all. Lives off the grid and aggressively anti-vaxxer. Why no cooked food at all? Here's the whole thing. There's no science as to why a person should abandon cooked food. I know she likes having a really thin, lean body, and from what I have experienced when I was trying raw out many years ago, before our YouTube channel, yeah, I lost a lot of weight without even trying. So I guess maybe she likes that, but there's no reason not to eat cooked food. It doesn't increase your risk of dying of any diseases. It doesn't do anything. There's no negatives. It doesn't kill you. It doesn't take a second off your life. In fact, I find it perfect. It just boggles my mind how people who say never eat cooked food, why exclude perfectly healthy food groups like, say, legumes? Like, those are associated in longevity stuff with people, living longer. Why exclude a food that's healthy, whole food and has a protective effect against like all-cause mortality? Why never eat a potato before, or a sweet potato? I mean, Okinawans, traditional diet, tons of sweet potatoes. Like, what's the point? What is wrong with eating cooked food? I still have not anyone ever tell me a valid reason. Here's some woo-woo reasons, like, oh, it's mucus forming. Like, no, that's bull crap, or else we'd all be having tons of mucus all the time. Less energy. Nope, that's not true. I have more energy now because I can eat more calories and put a little more muscle and strength on me. There's no reason to exclude these foods. No valid reason, unless you just want to try to live completely as primitively as possible, as I think she's doing. Then cool, go for it. Yeah, I'm not saying it's bad if you want to live primitive, off the grid, and you don't need electricity or gas or whatever to cook food if you're eating all raw. I guess it makes sense. Heaviest weight I lifted. I've never really gone hardcore for like in long periods of trying to build strength, especially for jumping. I'll go through cycles where I'll be working more on like lower body strength, then I'll back off when I'm playing more basketball, working more like on jumping. There's some videos of me at the gym from a couple years ago, deadlifting with a trap bar 285. Yeah, I mean, it's not, I only trained for that for maybe 2-3 months, something like that. It's not like amazing, but it works. I was slam dunking like a little bit after. That's my goal. I don't care if all I had to do was lift like 3 pounds. If that was all I needed to slam dunk, I would lift 3 pounds. I don't care, whatever it takes, but it just so happened when I was trap bar lifting 285 deadlifts. I was slam dunking like a month or so after that. So yeah, I just do what I got to do. Yeah, I'm really not trying to become a strong man. I'm not trying to become the world's buffest man. I'm just trying to become a more athletic and physical basketball player. And that involves putting on a little bit of strength, but I don't need to look like LeBron James or something like that. Favorite type of bean? I love all beans, Crystal. All legumes are great. I do not discriminate against legumes. Ron, I saw this earlier. Is that video still up, Ron? I thought we took down all those videos from like 2013. I saw Angie's video with Doug Graham at Woodstock back when you two liked 80-10-10. Well, I guess I would say we liked it. We just didn't really fully disagree with a lot of the stuff he said at the time. And Harley too. It changed our opinion. Well, actually back then, he wasn't as... I mean, I've made videos. Have you seen my videos like calling Harley out? Let me pull that out. He was not as bad of a person back then. Not to say he was an awesome, totally cool person, but he wasn't like he is, how he has been. But have you seen my video calling him out? Like many years later, way after 2013. Like, people change. He wasn't as bad of a dick right here. 5 years ago, what year is this? Hey, 2016, open message with Darren Ryder, check yourself. So yeah, but already by 2016, I was like over his crap by then. So yeah, people change as you learn more about people. Like, just say you learn something about someone from what you see on YouTube. They can present themselves in any way they want. They can hide their narcissism. They can hide like, just bad shit that they're doing. So yeah, watch that video. Do you want the link to that? I'll put the link down there, Ron, if you would like that. But yeah, he wasn't as big of a dick back then. But yeah, he got to such a point where he's just gaslighting anyone and everyone who didn't kiss his ass. Tips for dunking. How old and tall is your grandson, Vegan Pam? Let me know. Yeah, Clyde, he was kind of cool before he got famous and it all went to his head and became like really such like a narcissist about it. Uncle Walt, what is a good movie that is pro-vegan without being anti-meat? Wow, I don't know. If anyone else knows that one, let me know. Let's see, Aster. Your mom and you grocery shop together sometimes when she buys meat or dairy. Wait, oh, I have to get this here. I'm sorry. When she buys meat or dairy, it really bothers you. Should I tell her how I feel or just ignore it? You're an animal rights activist, so it bothers. Yeah, let her know. Say, hey, mom, are you aware of the cruelty inherent in the dairy industry? You know, just let her know. Like a lot of vegetarians, you know, they give up meat for moral reasons, but they think, you know, well, dairy's okay because they're not like, you know, slaughtering them and you're eating the slaughtered animal. But no, there's a lot of cruelty in dairy. It's just as cruel as like, you know, the meat industry, just in a different way. So ask your mom if she'd like to learn more about it maybe, or just, you know, understand if she's concerned about not harming animals because it's wrong. Like, why would you want to be cruel to animals and exploit them? Let her know about all the cruelty and exploitation in dairy. Peter O. Yeah, that's a good way to dunk, huh? Okay, so your grandson. Oh, that's a great age. 21, 6'1". He'd probably be 6'5" if the buds didn't stop his growth. I don't think they did. Okay, that's a pretty good. Yeah, he could totally do it. He could totally dunk because I'm 6'4.5" and in my 50s. And you lose as you age, your vertical, you know, your jump goes down and down. So if I'm just like 3.5 inches taller than him, and he's 21, he could jump higher than me. You know, he could jump. And next, I'm saying if I could do it, that 3.5 inch difference, he could probably, you know, make that up and then some. So he just needs to train. He needs to work on strength if he's not already. His lower body strength in particular. Posterior chain, write that down. That's your hamstrings, glutes, which you can work on through like things like, say, squatting and deadlifts, you know, in all various forms. You don't have to do the traditional Olympic ones. You can, you know, squat like I do now with a landmine squat, which is not the back squat, which hurts my knee joints. All manners of deadlift. You could use a rack pull deadlift like I do. You could do just off the ground if that doesn't hurt his back. Trap bar if you got that. So yeah, things that work on your posterior chain and work on explosiveness too. And you could do that. My favorite way is hill sprints. To me, hill sprinting once every like 3 weeks is perfect. That's like the, you know, so yeah, strength, explosiveness, and technique. There's a lot of technique in dunking too. Unless he's gifted with a great vertical, then you don't have to worry about technique. But yeah, strength, explosiveness, which is known as plyometrics, and technique. Those are the 3 holy grails of dunking. Will Stacks, soy boy? Where's the soy boy? Let me know. Am I one? Are you one? Let me know, Will Stacks. What's up with the soy boy? Hey, Johnny Bravo, what is up? Ron, yeah, last time I had a family meal at, like around Christmas time, 3-4 years back. I don't usually do that. Usually at Christmas, we meet up at a family's house and we like just bring our own thing and eat off our own. But one year there's like decided we're going to meet at a restaurant. It was a horrible experience all the way around. Never going to do that again. Unless there's like a funeral or something like that I have to go to, or a wedding maybe, but I don't know. Yeah, I'm a soy man, Peter, like you. I'm a soy man. But I don't really eat that much soy. You know, I guess I own up to being a soy boy, but where's Will? I want Will to clarify his soy boy thing. AJ Vintage is a soy girl. Roger, please rate Christian Pulisic slam dunk. Who's Christian Pulisic? Let me know. I'll check out his slam dunk. Who is Christian Pulisic? Jesse's 12 string. Your estrogen is skyrocketing as a soy boy woman. Let's see, Johnny Bravo. Last I streamed, trying to stay in shape for the military. Are you in the military as we speak right now, John? I remember you said you were about to join. Are you actually enrolled right now and like, you know, there? Let me know, Johnny. I totally forgot all about that. Your life's really taken a lot of changes in the past like year, huh? Yeah, Dr. Neil Bernard. Yeah, he talks about dairy's not goodness. Yeah, for sure. Thanks for sharing that, Crystal. Okay, Christian politics, soccer star, but he's 5'10". Yeah, I mean, you see guys on YouTube that are like, that height and even shorter. If you have a good vert, I mean, I've seen guys with like, that are 5'7" that could slam. If you can get like a 40-inch vert, and that's like a good mounted. If you have a really good vert, 40 inches is not uncommon. I mean, it's rare, but yeah, if people have a really good vert, 40 inches. Yeah, so you can be 5'10" and dunk like a mother. Like, like one of the best dunkers in the league right now is Ja Morant. I don't think he's like much taller than like 6'1" or something like that. Like, guy, incredible vert. Yeah, so if you got vert, yeah, it makes up for the lack of height. But yeah, I imagine soccer players, if they train right, yeah, it could be great dunkers. The sport involves a lot of you need leg strength, explosiveness. So yeah, some guys might just have the vert naturally, or they could train. But yeah, soccer stars would be in a great position to be good dunkers. Not all of them, but it's on the right path for dunking for sure. Favorite vegan basketball player? Ooh, Chris Paul. As far as talent goes, I was like, I'm going to say JaVale McGee, though. He's my homeboy, old Laker, I was covering his vlogs a few times like 2 years ago. Okay, Johnny, you're leaving in May for boot camp. Oh, my goodness. Okay, so you're still a civilian officially. Peter, you can run close to a 4-minute mile. Holy moly, Peter 3-0. Wow, that's crazy. I don't think I ever came close to like a 5-minute mile. I think my quickest mile was like in the low 6s. Wow. But yeah, that kind of running is not the kind of training for jumping. Sprinters, though, yeah, if you're doing sprints, a mile is way longer than like, a 100-yard or 100-meter run or something like that. Sprinters, they seem to have the kind of training. They're explosive. They're explosive off the blocks. They wouldn't be too hard for them to like be good at vert if they are not already. But yeah, running. Distance running, yeah, horrible training for jumping. Take it from me. I know that firsthand. Matt, the vegan. Do I still like unnatural vegan? Yeah, I never liked unnatural vegan. Never. She just says nonsense. It all started when she made a video saying, "Oh, how silly that vegans actually think that like meat causes cancer." Vegans don't think that. So I made a video calling her out on that, and then she made a video trashing me, saying I'm stupid and not scientific. Then seriously, like a week later, the World Health Organization, the WHO, came out and said, yeah, processed meat, we put it as a highest category, group 1A carcinogen, and red meat a group 2A carcinogen. And so yeah, started from there. Just typical kind of nonsense, and I'm glad they came out and supported what I was saying. Wow, Peter, you ran that near 4-minute mile at age 42. Good for you. Wow, yeah, I could never get that fast. I mean, that's why one reason I stopped running, to be honest with you guys, is the limitations due to my body being so big were just frustrating me. I train as hard as a lot of other runners my age, but they're just faster because they're not pulling like 170 pounds like I was. They're doing 130, 140 pounds, and there's just nothing I could do. I mean, yeah, sprinting, I'll beat them at a sprint, but as far as like anything longer than like say like 300, 400 meters, no way. I can't keep up with them. So finally, I went back to sports that where my height is not a disadvantage. In fact, in basketball, height is a good thing. Let's see. What else are we talking about there? A natural vegan is pro-ethical dairy? Like, what the hell is ethical dairy? What does she hope happens when male calves are born? What do you do? They put them on a sanctuary? That sanctuary, that farm animal sanctuary, would fill up quite quickly. What is ethical dairy? How do you forcibly impregnate an animal and keep her pregnant for just continually for years? How is that not exploitation? And what happens, like, to make an animal pregnant, they give birth. That's the thing that dairy industry doesn't like to talk about, all the births. What does she think happens with the births? How does she whitewash the exploitation of keeping an animal forcibly impregnated so humans can sell the liquid for money? That's exploitation. Huh. Yeah, ethical dairy is an oxymoron. It's like saying like ethical meat. There's no such thing. How do you ethically shoot an animal in the head? Just tell me, how is that ethical? Or is it more ethical because the animal's local rather than far away? How is that more ethical? These are silly arguments. Oh man, another baby? Oh boy. I'll let Vegan Gains talk about her babies. Okay, so she has a video called Ethical Milk. That's why I don't like her. She just likes to say crap that anti-vegans can relate to, you know? Isn't it weird how, like, you know, like a lot of anti-vegans really like her because she's saying this nonsense here. So there's an ethical way to artificially inseminate cows and exploit them for their milk. And what happens to their babies? Because again, if you're pregnant, whether it's artificially inseminated or forced by a bull, you're still going to be pregnant if you're producing milk. So what happens to the babies? How are they ethically treated, especially the male ones? I'd love to see that, but I'm not going to watch it because I know I'll just vomit and get pissed. She can do a mukbang feasting on poop for all I care. I can't say I disagree with you on that one, Matt. The ethical dairy is like next level. And she didn't even try to feed her kids a vegan diet. Like, why not? Did she not get the memo from the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics and others that say appropriately planned vegan diets are nutritionally adequate for children? Did that just go right past? Interesting. Yeah, okay. Why are you guys even watching her for? Why do you guys even why do you give her any money and any power for? She's just saying such anti-vegan nonsense for. Oh, what's for dinner tonight? I think we did this last Friday. It's the first dish in the Happy Holiday Vegan Cookbook, the Tuscan Kale Pilaf. This right here. I have already the rice rinsed and ready to go with the appropriate amount of water measured in our Instapot, and Angie's gonna add the other stuff and turn on the pressure cooker in a little bit. How long have I been on for? Pretty soon I'll tell her, hey, and when I'm about half hour ready to be done, I'll tell her to get the pot going. Okay, she does feed her kids a vegan diet. Okay, see, I don't know. Why do you guys watch her for? Huh. Herb, no, I'm just repeating what someone said, Herb. I said I don't watch her content. The only stuff I know is what you guys tell me here. I refuse to watch her crap. You know? And I say that lovingly, crap. It could be good crap. I just don't want to watch it. Okay, I'm sure she has some good content. I'm just saying I personally have had enough of her, you know, that I don't really care to watch her crap anymore. That's how I feel. That's my personal opinion. You don't have to feel the same. If you guys like her, totally cool. I'm not trying to diss her, but it's just this. I personally, if you want me to be honest, I just can't watch her crap. Okay, Matt agrees with me on that one. He thinks her whoever, you all can have your opinions. I'm not telling you how to think. If you like her, again, that's cool. You know, that's totally cool. I'm not going to say you're a bad person or anything if you like her stuff. Yeah, did she really say that, Peter? She thinks it's okay to eat meat if there are no other restaurants around vegan? I mean, why eat meat? Can't you go to a restaurant and say, hey, can you cook me maybe some rice on the side and maybe not put any butter in? I'll pay an extra $1 or $2. Like, why do you have to eat meat? I mean, how often do you go to a restaurant and they say, all we have is meat and dairy? Like, they must have some plans, right? Can you ask them, hey, usually you can have things made off menu. Look at the menu, see what kind of ingredients you have. Say, hey, can I get the rice from this dish? And maybe you could put some of the Brussels sprouts from this dish and make it for me. I mean, you don't have to eat meat. What kind of crap is that? See, that's why I'm calling it crap. You don't have to eat meat. You can find something. Again, how many restaurants have only meat and dairy and they have no plants? I've never seen a restaurant that had no plants whatsoever. That's crazy. Okay, I'm saying Herb. If that's what she said, I'm just saying if she said that. But Peter can, Peter's the one that said that. Peter Cunnington. Let Herb know if she really said that. He'd like a link to that video. And Peter, being a moderator, can actually paste that link for you there, Herb. So let me know. Roger says she wouldn't say. Okay, I'm not saying she did say it, but if she did say that, I'm going. That is easily disproved there. Herb. Well, Peter is a is a longtime moderator for me, and he rarely sends me bogus information. In fact, he's made lots of contributions to our channel. So Peter, so now you're saying she thinks she said that. Peter, let us know if she really said that or if you think she said that, because that's a huge distinction. Okay, I'm just saying if she said that, that's how I would feel. The stipulation is if. I can't say with any certainty because I haven't watched her content, but I was just going on what Peter, our moderator, said there. Yeah, I've seen how massive Nikocado has gotten. It's funny. I remember when he was quitting veganism, he was saying how he had to quit veganism because he thought it was unhealthy for him. And look what he's turned into now. Probably one of the top tier, the 1%ers of unhealthiness. But a vegan diet he thought was unhealthy. I mean, that's just whack. And I actually did see that video of him saying that vegan diet he thought was unhealthy for him. I'm not going on anyone's hearsay on that. But again, yeah, maybe what he was eating wasn't healthy. Again, vegan diet isn't a health movement. It's not a healthy diet. I mean, it can be, but inherently you just eat potato chips as a vegan if you want, right? I mean, there's no one forcing you to be a healthy vegan if you want to be a junk food vegan. Not saying that's what he was, but I'm just saying, you can eat a healthy vegan diet if you want. Okay, so Angry Vegan. Yeah, you couldn't paste a link there, but you said her video is called Ethical Milk. It is possible and what it would cost. So for the supporters of Unnatural Vegan, there you go. There's the title. Just copy and paste that into YouTube. It'll pull up her ethical dairy. And again, if that is true, and I don't see why Angry Vegan would be lying about this title there, it's like, there's no such thing as ethical dairy. It's just conceptually impossible. What do you do with the calves? Forcing an animal to be pregnant like for years on end, how is that not exploiting? Because again, let's look at the definition of vegan. Just to show you, I'm not just making stuff up because, you have a thing against her or something like that. No, let's see. Let me get to the definition of vegan, which I have closed here. Again, let's just read it again. I'm not making this up. A way of living which seeks to exclude as far as possible and practicable all forms of exploitation and cruelty to animals. So I would like someone to explain to me, how is forcing an animal to be pregnant and remain pregnant, not on its own choosing, but by humans choosing, how is that not exploiting? How is forcing a living sentient being to be pregnant not exploiting? And not only to do it once, but to do it continually, year after year, year after year. And what about all the babies? What happens to them? How do you ethically handle this constant pregnancy, birth, impregnation, birth? How does that ethically get resolved? I would like to know. But what about that logic when it comes to animal testing? Well, we're talking about like life-saving drugs here. We're not talking about milk. Milk is not a life-saving drug. And the only reason why there's animal testing, Matt, is because of an archaic law that our government has. I mean, there's no reason why, ibuprofen needs to get animal tested, or why just egg or Impossible burgers need to get animal tested. Those aren't life-saving drugs right there. But like ibuprofen, if you have a gnarly headache, you got to take something. Veganism doesn't say just suck it up and feel pain for 8 hours or something like that. That's the difference. So you don't have to drink milk. No one's forcing you to drink. In fact, there's no reason to drink milk. There's no essential nutrient in there. It doesn't save your life or anything like that. It doesn't numb your pain if you have a headache, or take away your arthritis symptoms or something like that if you have arthritis. It's a huge difference there. Things that relieve pain or treat disease. Milk is not that. Okay, so Peter found the video there. I'm actually going to copy that link and see what it says. Copy link. And okay, we're going to do something we've never done before here. I'm going to go take a peek-see at it. I don't think I want to play it too long, but I just want to see the title and what it... crap. I can't do it on this browser. That sucks. Oh, well, I can't do it. I forgot. Oh, there's a way to get around it. I know I know the workaround. 1 second, guys. I'm gonna hack it. Okay, this should get it done. 10 cases, it's okay to eat meat. Well, there you go. If that's, you know, let's see, that's her channel there. 10 cases, it's okay to eat meat. All right, I'm not going to watch it right now. I'm not going to give her a click or any income off this, but there you go. There's the video. It's okay to eat meat in 10 conditions or cases where it's okay if you're vegan to eat meat. And I guess Peter is saying one of those cases is if you're a vegan and the restaurant has no vegan options. I said, well, have them make you a vegan option. Have them make you some rice. Give you a potato. Don't put any butter on it. Anyway, so Peter seems to be proven correct there. Was it Herb that was doubting the truthfulness of Peter's claim there? Check the video. I'm not going to watch it. Let me know if Peter was correct there. The name Abby Sharp does not ring a bell for me there, Ron. Well, Herb, yeah. I mean, if you're in the hospital and they can't bring you anything, like you had to eat meat. Like, I remember my mom when she was in the hospital last year. The food that they're bringing her, yeah, there was meat, but then there were plants too. I mean, I guess, yeah. Couldn't you just eat more of the plants? Just let them know I'm allergic to meat. I'll die or something. Like make up some crap and I'll have them bring you more plants. They don't want you to die. Just let them know, or let them know you're allergic. You'll have a seizure or something like that. Maria, you were ignored. Let me show your comment here. What are you talking about there, Maria? You were ignored. Give it, bro. Did you have a question for me, Maria? I don't always answer everyone's question. I try my best. So please, please ask again. Nami, I've never heard of David Sinclair. At least his name does not ring a bell. Yeah, hospitals. Yeah, Uncle Law, you work in healthcare, right? Yeah, they accommodate with special diets. I remember my mom, when she was in the hospital, it said like Mediterranean. No, it said heart diet. That's right. It said heart diet. So maybe where you live, they don't do that. But at least here in California, they do accommodate with special diets. But yeah, maybe not every area has that kind of forward thinking. They couldn't accommodate vegan food, Herb? I mean, isn't vegan food just plants? I'm saying they don't have to have like a Beyond Burger or something like that. Like, don't they like have like, vegetables and, breads and, fruits and stuff like that? Just ask them to give you all that. Just fill the plate up with vegetables and fruits. Because I know they do, because I saw what my mom was eating at my hospital. Yeah, tell me you're a Buddhist. Yeah. Hey, Groundhog 11ish. Thank you, Groundhog 11ish, for the super chat tip there. Awesome. Maria asked about how to go back to being vegan. Well, I want to thank you again, Groundhog 11. Thanks for the super chat tip there. Much appreciated. Maria wants to know how to go back to being vegan. Maria, I'm so sorry that you were vegan and stopped being vegan. Maria, I'll be actively looking for your comments now. Let me know. Why'd you stop being vegan? Was it a health thing, or you just got bored of it? Or just let me know. Just let me know, so I'll have a better understanding of giving you my 2 cents. Sorry, Maria. Race Lever, you can answer her. She didn't respond. Maybe she wanted me to answer her, Race. No offense. Maybe she wanted Ryan of Happy Healthy Vegan to answer. I don't know. Okay, Herb, well, maybe you were in one of those 10 conditions that Unnatural Vegan pointed out there. I don't know. Wow, Heidi, vegan milkshakes in the hospital. Your nurse made them. That's awesome. Wow. Lee, I've made several videos responding to Dr. Kim Berry and his nonsense. I've debunked, I'm not saying everything he said is wrong, but the videos I responded to specifically where he's saying some crap about veganism, I showed he's just Joe Rogan kind of just making crap up. He had no evidence to support any of the claims he made in these particular videos I made about Kinberry. Like I said, maybe he says some fact-based things when he's talking about other stuff. When it came to veganism, he was just pooping in his hand, throwing stuff on the wall, just making up fantasies in his head. And I responded with studies, with facts, with actual evidence, not just saying, hey, doesn't it sound kind of truthy that vegans are not that healthy or something like that? Oh, I think I know who Abby Sharp is now. Yeah, I've seen her. I thought I saw a review, um, Simnet Nutrition, a few years ago. Is that her? Yeah, I think that's the name now. So Freely does a lot of response videos regarding Abby Sharp, a Canadian dietitian, not vegan, but doesn't diss veganism. Um, yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess there's a lot of content on YouTube. I just don't off the top of my head remember every last thing. Okay, so here's Maria. So I told you I was going to look for your comment, Maria, who says she left veganism. Please help me. I left veganism 2 years ago on the pandemic. Sorry to hear, Maria. I want to go back, but it's more difficult because I live in third world country with my family. Please help me with some tips. Is Mi Comunidad Vegana still in the live chat right now? Because he lives in Oaxaca in Mexico. Off in the not in the big cities or anything like that in Mexico. I was wondering if he could share some tips here. Where do you live at, Maria? I know it is harder when you are living with your parents. It's harder to control what's being cooked, what foods are being bought. But it sounds like you're old enough to go to the market, Maria, right? Are you able to to have money to buy your own food? Because there's a great start there. If you are responsible for your own food, that way you know what you're buying is going to be vegan. It's going to be plants, right? You're just talking about buying plants. I'm sure your parents buy plants too, right? Your mom, whoever does the cooking or shopping there. Just get more plants is let's say is the first step. Get more plants, and if you need to buy some more on your own, and you might have to take more responsibility with cooking the food, because I'm sure, yeah, your mom or whoever's making plants is probably making meat or whatever too. So you have to make more plants for yourself. But yeah, I remember, yeah, living with my mom when I was younger, and I wanted to go vegetarian. It was tough, but she actually helped me. She went with it for a while, but I found it kind of difficult for me to actually do long term at home. Economy not good. Venezuela. Well, in Venezuela, correct me if I'm wrong, Maria, aren't plants cheaper? Isn't it cheaper to buy like rice and beans, than it is to buy meat, right? I mean, if that, I think, that's not the economy not being good. That shouldn't prevent you from eating plants, because if you're trying to save money or eat on a budget, well, I mean, rice and beans are some of the least expensive plants in the world. I mean, people all around the world, like say in Asia, eating say in rice with some veggies on top, pretty inexpensive meal. People are living a few dollars a day. So let me know if if you're finding that plants cost more, like rice and beans cost more than meat, because yeah, that if you're trying to save money. Yeah, rice, beans, and potatoes. That's our staples here too. Some of the cheapest foods around. As far as fruits, bananas, one of the cheapest foods around. Let's see what she says. That's a good one there. Vian Moinen, if you want to make more money on YouTube, use the appeal to stupidity fallacy. That's why we're going to forever be a smaller channel. Oh, so you're saying Venezuela is worse, Maria, and worse in what way? Just curious. Yeah, I've never traveled to Venezuela before. Yeah, Peter 3-0. Yeah, I agree with you. Joe Rogan exemplifies what you call the appeal to stupidity fallacy.
Hey, babe.
Hey, babe. Oh, did you bring me a little snack?
Yeah, I'll write a little snack.
Oh,
Like,
sweet.
I started the dinner.
You started the dinner?
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought I'd say super quick hi.
Should I set the timer here for maybe a certain time so I don't overshoot it?
That'll be fine.
Set timer for 30 minutes. There's Angie.
Hi.
Guys, Angie's popping by. You gonna take a bath or something?
Yeah, I'm freezing cold. I'm gonna take a bath and put on fresh pajamas. Yeah.
Thanks for bringing me the karma nuts here.
You're
Cashews.
welcome.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Little snack never hurt a man.
Yeah.
Or woman.
Yeah, anyways, changed all the blankets on the bed, all the sheets. We got such a fresh, clean bed.
That's good.
I'm
Because
so
all the cats have been laying on it. You know?
I know. The cats just want all the warmth right now. I can't blame them.
All
Hi,
right.
Dr. Bear.
Well, I set my timer for
Heidi.
29 minutes.
Hi, Bauhaus Cure. Hi, Ron. Hi, Race Liver, AJ Vintage. Thank you, Peter. Yeah, thanks for all the birthday wishes that you guys sent me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Ooh, you didn't make a post on our community tab, did you?
Oh, no, but Giggles gave another,
What?
I think,
Giggles?
it's a very generous, I think it was a $20 super chat tip for your birthday.
Oh, wow.
Glad to let her know. Yeah, we spent it at Disneyland on the food.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we certainly did. Although, we could have eaten a lot more. We didn't stay that long. We didn't even get the ice cream. But maybe we'll take Giggles money and go back and get the ice cream we didn't get on my birthday.
Now, I want to let them know, we intended to make a video. The wind shut that down.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah.
But how can they still view some of these things we ate? What can they do?
Oh, in fact, I'm going to go post it while I'm in the tub. You
Oh.
guys don't know this, but I Instagram in the tub, so I'm going to Instagram the food that we ate. We tried the 3 things that you could get for the Lunar New Year. Food-wise, we didn't really try any Lunar New Year beverages.
The spicy tofu kung pao thing,
Yeah,
the fried rice,
and the lion's head impossible meatballs with some kind of a wine reduction. It was pretty good.
So how can they find these posts once they're up? Where should they go?
That will definitely be on Instagram.com/happyhealthyvegan.
All one word. Just go there. Happy Healthy Vegan.
You know, maybe I'll post just like one of the cute pictures of it. We tried to take a bunch of selfies. It was kind of hard because our hair is like shoo in the wind and stuff. But we got a couple cute selfies. Maybe I'll post one of those on the community tab.
Bal's kid was asking, did we try the kung pao tofu? She liked it. Thought it was amazing.
It was pretty spicy.
Yeah, that was the thing. Yeah, it was a little spicy. And then the one we got, maybe yours is different. I thought they put too much sauce on it. I couldn't even eat the vegetables at the end. They're all just soaking in the sauce.
Yeah, it was swimming in sauce.
I think that was employee error.
Probably. Yeah. Angie looks terrible for age 23. She looks at least 30. Yeah, you guys, so now Ryan and I are the same age.
54.
Again.
Both 54.
Wow,
for
54. That's crazy.
For 6 months, we'll be the same age.
And then Ryan's all excited because he's going to get a discount when he turns 55 this year on his cell phone. So.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Woo! Old age, the things to look forward to, guys.
This is what it look like you'll be when you're 54, guys. Don't worry too hard. You know, slam dunking Disneyland traveling couple here.
Oh my gosh. Anyways, oh, Uncle Walt's here.
Uncle Walt.
Hey, Uncle Walt, we still have to come down and see you. We've been slacking so hard on that. Oh my gosh.
Hey, we want to meet you at Pura Vida, Uncle Walt.
Ollie B said there's no such thing as too much sauce. I'm not like a huge sauce person.
No, I mean, I love sauce, but on this particular day at Disneyland, our particular one we got, they put on too much sauce. I usually love sauce. I'm a saucy guy. Yeah, Ron there, he knows about T-Mobile's 55 discount plan.
I know! That's what we're gonna get. Woo! Alright, anyways, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to, bust into
No,
the
you're
conversation
always
about it.
welcome. Unless I'm in a heated debate with an anti-vegan troll. That other than that, you're always welcome to come in.
It sounded safe when I walked down.
Yeah, they love to see you.
Oh, you feel good.
You
My
feel
hands
good
are so
too.
cold. I started working on okay, you guys, I don't know if you remember, in 2019, I first said, ooh, I'm going to do an anthology of my old straight edge fanzine from the late 80s. And then it's taken this long to get to the point where we're actually going to do it. And I started redoing all the layout from that guy did.
Oh, you're a perfectionist.
I know. So I got a lot of stuff done, but now I can't take it anymore. Take a bath. All right, babe. Have fun.
Yeah, we like Sugar from BTS. We were just watching his song Seesaw, like from the concert tour we went.
Yeah, so
yeah,
good.
that's one of our favorite BTS songs.
Oh,
is
that's right. I haven't checked to see
Seesaw.
if the Jungkook Sugar song
has dropped. Yeah.
Out. Yeah, it was supposed to be out maybe like an hour ago. I'm slacking.
All right, cool, babe. Well, I have the timer going. I'll be on it.
Hey, how come he can always open the door?
Because he has a brain.
Really good at opening a door.
Thanks, Dr. Bear. Yeah, I have a beautiful, intelligent, great wife. Isn't she fabulous? Tennis Streak, you went to Vaughn's today. Well, tell me, what did you get at Vaughn's? You're right, Peter. Yeah, we become. I remember when I was age 35, I joined a 35 and over men's basketball league for a season. Like season meaning like 2 months, you know. And they didn't believe I was 35. They were pissed. They thought I was like lying about my age so I could play with the older, slower guys. And no, I'm really 35. They're giving me crap for being so like, you know, young looking and athletic. You know, it wasn't like I was dominating the league or anything like that. But yeah. Vegan Pam, you had a dream where Sugar kissed you? Were you here like a week ago when I talked about the dream where I had a dream? I never had a dream kissing a dude before, but I had a dream where I was kissing Jungkook. You know, it's like, he is my favorite person in the band. I love his voice, but I don't think of him like that. But I did have a weird dream where I like made out with Jungkook. It was weird. Well, and I'm cool. I can share that with you guys. I'm comfortable enough with my masculinity or whatever you want to call it, you know, to share that, you know. It's just a dream. What's that, Peter? Peter, you're going to quit veganism for 3 days on February 29th, 30th, and 31st. Thank you for the super chat tip there, Peter. Yeah, there you go. A part-time vegan. Huh? You're going to quit for the last 3 days there of February, the 29th, 30th, and the 31st. Oh, hey, Angie, I think the video's out. Natalie's saying, sorry, I have to take 5 to watch the BTS video that dropped. The new Jungkook and Sugar song is out because Angie played me a little snippet of it the other day. No, Natalie says the video's out. She's going to go watch it, but she has to take 5 to go watch it, babe.
Who does?
Natalie says, sorry, Ryan, I have to take 5 to watch the BTS video that dropped. So it might...
Oh my God, I have to see it right now.
Go look, because, yeah, we heard like a little snippet of that song. It sounded really good. Is it out?
No, I don't know. I'm just walking around getting my pajamas together.
Because really, I haven't been a fan of their big hits lately. Like, the last song of theirs I liked was Black Swan. I haven't been a fan of the Permission to Dance and Butter and all that frilly stuff. But yeah, the one that Sugar and Jungkook teased us out a few days ago sounded badass.
I know, it's exactly what I've been waiting for.
Yeah. So Angie's looking up. I know, Peter, there's only 28 days in February. 29 on a leap year, but this is not a leap year. But really, I've talked about this before. Even though, you know, I like BTS, there's other Korean bands I like way more. BTS was like the gateway drug that turned me on to eventually discovering Korean indie music. Like bands that like produce in bedroom studios like this. They don't have choreographers. They don't have purple bleached hair and stuff like that. I mean, some might, but you know, it's you know, it's
Pretty big clip. 2 minutes, really?
a 2-minute clip.
Well, I'm not looking at on the official thing. I'm already looking at the person who like put it up illegally.
Okay, Angie said she found a 2-minute clip that was put up illegally by someone. So that's the best she found yet, Groovy Lisa.
Because I'm not sure how to do it on the comic. Yeah, I heard that pretty guitar.
Yeah, I hear the guitar. Oh, I can't wait to check it out tonight.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it sounds good, yeah. Jungkook's voice is like butter, man. I mean, not talking about this.
Alarm going crazy outside. Anyways, just Google Jungkook Stay Alive. You'll find it.
Jungkook Stay Alive. Google Jungkook Stay Alive, Groovy Lisa. And unfortunately, there's a car alarm going crazy right now, too, just to make it crazier here.
Going nuts.
Yeah, about house cure. I don't know. I've heard about, yeah, like there's this thing about plastic surgery and like just Korean people, not only the stars, actors, like movie stars and music stars, but just I heard just regular people in Korea will just get like plastic surgery so they'll have like a better career. I don't know. It must be a whole different kind of thing going on out there. I have to say though, if they do get plastic surgery, it looks different than like Beverly Hills, LA plastic surgery. which all kind of looks kind of the same. Whatever the Koreans are doing is working. It looks kind of cool. If I ever got some, I have no plans to. I'd go out there. Yeah, I don't think the alarm is making it, Peter, into the Peter 3. I was getting into my microphone, but I sure as hell hear it in the back there. All right. Wow. Holy moly there, Roger Birdbeard, $49.99. It's probably the largest super tip I've gotten this year for sure. Maybe in the past couple years. Thank you so much there. Thanks for being a beacon. Hey, Roger, thanks so much for your generosity and support. It really does help us out. A lot of people think, oh, Happy Healthy Vegan, big ass channel, 13,000 subscribers. No, we got most of those in like the first 3 years. Now we're just like barely treading water as far as that goes. But yeah, we're still a small channel. And every bit helps because this is what I spend most of my time on. Yes, I'm also a musician, work on e-commerce, and but this is what I spend. If you add up all the hours in a day or week, this is what I do. I'm an online vegan activist specializing in debunking anti-vegan misinformation and just trying to help other vegans too. Like, not everyone that comes here is trying to debunk veganism. A lot of people are just vegan or want to be vegan or ex-vegans and want to get back in it. I try to help any way I can. So thank you so much, Roger. I appreciate that. And it definitely, everything we get, any kind of contribution, any e-commerce sale we make, any CD sales and streaming we get, all goes to help just keep us doing what we're doing, being creative and trying to put out regular content. So thank you so much, Roger. Much appreciated. Yeah, awesome super chat, huh, AJ Finish? Wow. Wow, I know, huh? It's funny, speaking of plastic surgery rates, Ryan had plastic surgery. No, I mean, a few years ago, some of the anti-vegans were saying Ryan has had plastic surgery. Like, no, I've had no plastic surgery whatsoever. If I did, I probably wouldn't have these little bits here. This is probably for me, like, being skinnier. And, when I was, like, eating more raw-like in 2012 and putting weight back on, and plus I'm 54 now, too. So anyway, it's been, did everyone, Bauhaus, did everyone in BTS get plastic surgery, that stuff you're mentioning there, or just like some of the members? Just curious what you know. And how do you know? Is it a trustworthy source? Just asking Bauhaus here, because people could say all sorts of stuff on the internet, about like Joe Rogan and veganism, stuff like that. Just kind of curious. Oh, so mindful. I'll accept your second thumbs up there. Totally cool. Give me a third thumbs up if you want to. Now I've got some wrinkles, guys. I see them, especially as VD pointed out. One time I was out in the sun after playing basketball for an hour, I was like doing this. There it is. I was doing this, and she thought these lines were permanently here. This is for you, unnatural. What's her name? VD. Let me do my thing, VD. I'm gonna make the wrinkles here, okay? All right, I'm making a funny face too, like I'm having a vitamin deficient seizure as a vegan. So that's for VD. She thought these wrinkles were permanently embedded on my face. No, it's just when I do this. See, there they are. Now they're gone. But anyway, Ron, I don't know why your comment got hidden, but no, vegans, you can't generalize that most vegans are Democrats or Republicans or whatever, or right or left. We're such a diverse bunch of people now. There's no leaning either way there, basically. You'll find vegans of every religion, every political background, every music background, whatever. We're just people. We're just a small slice of humanity, just a small slice that doesn't eat sliced up animals. Now let me give VD one more screenshot. There you go. That's for VD. VD, I gave you a nice freeze frame there. Just make a good video. I want you to get creative and give me a new story about how veganism made me look like that. Okay, I'm curious. I want to see you break out some new shit, not the same old crap that you've been saying before. Guns. Yeah, someone's asking about guns. Here's what I think about guns. I like guns, man. I like the gun show here. Yeah, I like making guns. Oh, Peter30 was asking why is the word gay banned by Streamlabs. Thanks for reminding me. I'm pretty sure it was a keyword I put in myself into Streamlabs as far as words that should be blocked. Probably because I was looking at like in YouTube comments, what kinds of words people would say to try to like insult me or something like that, you know. So that's one of them. But I'm seeing how I don't really need it blocked in Streamlabs. So I just forgot. I think I talked about this last week, and you know, I've had vegan brain fog, I guess. You know, I forgot to do that. So I'll try to remember this time. If I haven't done it by next Friday, let me know. But I will try to remember to, before the next live stream, to go into Streamlabs, find my blocked words, and let gay go through. Because I can see how, yeah, you guys are not saying it in a way to like attack me or others or something like that. So I think I'll try it out. But I forgot. I think it's my doing. Oh yeah, Groovy Lisa. Yeah, I've heard about RM from BTS. Yeah, deviated septum, which made him had a nose job. Whoa, Bauhaus Cure. Wow, that sounds pretty gnarly. Pushed into a glass table. Wow. 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 Was it a fight or was it an accident there? That's pretty gnarly. Wow. Yeah, I agree with you, Aster. Why are channels like VD's allowed to just go online and not only spread misinformation, but worse than that, what she does is spread misinformation and slander people like me. Just make up crap about me. Just trying to make money by lying. Just flat out, just complete 100% mistruths about people just to make money. You know, it's complete crap. And Google is, you know, complicit in this economy of hate, as I've heard it called before. You know, you can just go on and hate people, and if you hate the right people, they'll watch your video and you'll make money. And the hate you say could be completely made up nonsense. Yes, sir, Big Bong. You, me, and your daughter have the same haircut. Really? Your daughter has this kind of haircut too? Wow, cool. Wow, it could be a girl's haircut. It just is what it is. Just kind of Asian floppy hair. Good for you, Peter. Yeah, report her videos, especially the ones that involve children, where she's slandering children. Yeah, I know YouTube is supposed to protect minors, so yeah, do that, you know? Good point, Race. Yeah, I'm not advocating for not having free speech, but I think there's a problem. There's something fundamentally wrong when someone like VD will slander people like me. You don't know what it's like, guys, to have people make videos about you, just lying about you, just saying mean, hateful stuff, and just making complete crap up. They're just pulling out their butts and throwing on the wall. They're just throwing every piece of poo out there about you, damaging, mean stuff, you know? And it's totally fine, and you can make money off of that. You know, like spreading misinformation like Joe Rogan does, that's one thing. But to spread misinformation by slandering an innocent person, you know, it's just completely next level scumbag. Okay, letting you guys know, I have about 10 minutes before I got to go start working checking our dinner, which is pressure cooking as we speak here. So we'll do a few more questions. I'm with you, Chessie 12 string. Yeah, her videos are just cringe. There's no production value. They're just crap, you know? I mean, at least me, I'm trying to always get better, you know, my craft here, lighting, camera angles, and editing. I'm trying to get better. Hers are just garbage. Yeah, fair is fair. If a vegan, like say if vegan gains slander children, yeah, there should be a price to pay. You shouldn't slander children, whether you're vegan or an anti-vegan or none of the above. Will the reaction video be up by tomorrow? Which one? The one of me going like this? She needs to reposition her camera. Yeah, I know. It's funny when you see these videos with like horrible camera angles, like no lighting. Like, how long have you been doing this? I could see if this is like your first week or month of making YouTube videos. We've been doing this for years. Like, you don't really care. You have zero care about your craft, that you just put crap out there forever. You don't try to improve at all. Hey Maria, I would just have. I'm sorry I haven't been following your comments there, Maria. But yeah, if you can, try to have a conversation with who's ever in charge with the food of your family, and just ask them. Say, for me, it's not going to really change the budget, the overall family budget. Like, say, mom or whoever's buying the food, can you buy maybe a little bit less meat? And because I'm not going to eat it, and a few more plants, which I am going to eat, and it'll probably actually save a little bit of money off your mom's shopping bill, right? When she buys food. So I would try to say, just buy me no meat, just give me more plants, and I'll eat all the plants, the extra plants, and see if you can work out a truce like that with your mom. Yeah, Groovy Lisa, perhaps her camera has vegan deterioration, huh? Yeah, not to mention the terrible audio. I mean, everything is bad. Yeah, just there's no redeeming qualities whatsoever. So, any last minute questions here before I go and check the dinner out? God, I'm still like tripping that Roger left a $49 super chat tip there. That's amazing. Wow, can't wait to tell Angie that. Kay, we've already discussed enough kind of hot button culture war issues today for my taste, especially having only a few precious minutes left. We're not going to go down that road right now, okay? We're talking about, vegan, can veganism be debunked, and answering any questions people may have about veganism. I guess you could argue that's part of it, but no, that's a cultural war hot button issue, which we're not going to get into. Astrid, yeah, vegan food is disgusting, yeah, yet they season their fries with plants, huh? Angie's blood test, I'm not going to even talk about that. Like, I'm open. I'll show you my blood test. I'd get my blood tested every month if I could. I'll let Angie talk about that if she wants to, and I don't think she wants to. Not to say there's anything bad going on, but, so for some people, it's a personal, private thing, and I totally respect that. But Peter, you 3-0, you want to take a long walk down that road, but yeah, we're not going to do that in like 7 minutes or so. Natalie, thank you, Ryan, for all the wonderful entertainment on a Friday night. Cool. Yeah, it's one thing I enjoy doing. Not only being, presenting, information that should be helpful, but also providing some entertainment too. A loose form of vegan entertainment. That's where I think the veganism can't be debunked part comes in. Having the anti-vegans come in and try to debunk veganism, I personally find it entertaining. I'm glad some of you guys do as well. Strangely, we didn't get too many people tonight. What's up with that? I'm losing my touch. Like, how come they didn't come? How come the anti-vegans didn't come tonight? I guess they're, I don't know. I can't even speculate on why we got so few anti-vegans coming tonight to debunk veganism. Often I'm dealing with like multiple trolls. It's hard to keep track of them all. But yeah, super, super chill tonight. Yeah, Race Liver. I know who you're talking about too. Oh, I see. Icarus. You went vegan and now you have diabetes. Yeah, that's kind of weird because, yeah, vegans, according to, we've seen the Adventist Health Study, measured a cohort of Seventh-day Adventists here in California. They live a healthy lifestyle in the religious community. And they compared the vegans with the vegetarians, with the meat eaters, and the vegans had the lowest rates of diabetes. You might want to check out Dr. Neil Barnard, Barnard. He's a vegan researcher in the field of diabetes, and see what he has to say. Yeah, Uncle Walt, maybe they didn't come because I debunked all the other arguments and none left. But the thing is, there's like a hit parade of anti-vegan arguments. I can usually tell from their first sentence which of these like most common anti-vegan nonsense arguments they're going to pull out. There's only so many, like plants have feelings, or what if everyone went vegan overnight, which I call the vegan rapture, the crop deaths, the combine harvester arguments, and those are some of the most common ones. There's others, but you know what I'm saying, there's a hit parade that they usually pull from, and I'm well aware of them. It's when someone pulls out a new one, I give them credit. Oh, I haven't heard that one before. That was creative. Yeah, it's an old bag of tricks, Uncle Walt. Exactly. Yeah, Dr. Bear. Yeah, as I said, it's yeah. If I don't want to go down that road right now, but yeah, one reason why it's not a simple issue. It's very nuanced, at least my viewpoint. So I don't think it's something I can explain in a couple minutes. And if you have questions, there's no way we're going to answer them all in 4 minutes and 50 seconds. So anyway, Kay, we'll be able to talk about. I've talked about it before. It's not like I'm avoiding. I have answered questions about it before, but just not right now. All right, Kay, can you respect that, Kay? Oh no, we got an anti-vegan right at the end here. Monkey LD Luffy, whatever. If you have an argument against veganism, if you think you can debunk it, we'll try it here at the end before I go. But it sounds like you're just gonna sit there and mumble, "I like meat." That's not a debunking. That's just being a childish troll. But if you have an actual argument or some kind of fact, we're all ears. And if you don't, if you just keep trolling like that, we'll ban your ass or kick you right out of here. So you can play the game. So that's the rules for it. If you're gonna come here and talk smack like that, give us some facts, give us an argument. If you don't have one, shut up. Or are you joking, Monkey D. Luffy? Maybe you're just pretending to be a anti-vegan troll. If so, I apologize. I guess I'm getting hungry and I'm jumping to more conclusions than I should. He's late to the party, huh? Right when I'm saying we didn't get enough anti-vegans tonight, we get one right at the end, just to tempt me there, huh? Are you joking, Monkey? Are you serious? Or were you just having fun with me there? I just had to say my little bit there. Either way. Yeah, vegan meat is tasty, huh? Who's saying that, Aster? Yeah, vegan meat is tasty too, Not too, but vegan meat is tasty. I don't know. I haven't had animal meat in 11 years. And I don't remember what it tastes like. And I'm not dead yet either. Hey, Anna Lawson. Unfortunately, I'm going to be leaving really soon here. I've been on almost 2.5 hours now, so I need to go and yeah, dinner's about to happen. I gotta check it. I gotta check the pressure cooker, make sure it's not like getting dry. Again, we're having the Tuscan kale pilaf from the Happy Healthy Vegan Cookbook tonight. One of our faves, one of our regs. It's about once a week we have this meal. How late do we eat dinner? Well, tonight it's 8:20, so I'm going to have it about 8:30, 8:45 or something like that. But yeah, typically we like to have dinner between 8 and 9. This is like a hardcore classic dinner time for us. Yeah, Race, I know real vegans do 3-hour live streams. When I do the occasional 3-hour live stream, I've somehow learned from people in the chat, I'm not going to mention any names, that real vegans do 4-hour live streams. So, you can't win. So mindful. Cool. I'm glad you like the Tuscan pale kale. I almost called it the Tuscan pale pilaf. There's some vegan brain frog for you there, huh? Vegan brain frog. It's real. Yeah, one of the one pot meals. Yeah, just put it in the pressure cooker, the one pot, and off to the races. Yeah, Dr. Bear, I agree with you. Animal meat is gross. I could consider it like poo. When I see poo on the ground, I don't think, I'd like to eat that. And when I see people eating meat, I go, man, I want to eat that. Nope, it's like poo. They're both in the same category, like gross things that I don't want to put in my mouth. You like my 4-hour live stream comment there, huh, Race? Yeah, Dr. Bro, I'll discuss whatever I want. Yeah, it's my live stream. I don't know anyone anything except Race Lever. But other than that, 3-hour live streams require bathroom breaks. Well, I did my little live stream Tuesday early, like right after my workout. I needed a bathroom break right away because my smoothie was still flowing through me, man. Vegan frame bog. Yeah, maybe that's what I'm having tonight, huh? Yeah, I wonder, Angry Vegan, if Bro Rogan will ever have another vegan on after what James Lightning Wilkes did to him and Chris Kresser last time. It's strange how he's had 0 vegans on. Not to say he likes to have vegans on anyway, but yeah, you know, they looked pretty stupid, huh, with what happened that last time. Let's see, Katja, you already get up at 5, but you have to get up earlier on Fridays for this live stream. Oh, I'm so glad to hear that. You must be in Europe. That's why I try to do a midweek live stream. And last week I did it earlier, which would have probably been great for you. You've probably been awake in the middle of your day there. All right, you hear the timer here, huh? There's the timer. I got to go check the food. Make sure it's not getting too dry sitting in the Instapot. So anyway, thanks everyone. Let's see, what are you guys going? I would love to go on the Joe Rogan show, Peter, but there's no reason why. Why would he have me on? Like, what have I done? I don't do anything like wild or controversial. Yeah, probably the craziest thing. Oh, he's the 54-year-old slam dunking dude. Well, I haven't slam dunked since 52, but when I took a few weeks off from basketball and I did a lot of strength training on my lower body and plyometrics, like running up hills. And my vert seemed really good today. I've been jumped for a few weeks, and I seem to be jumping better now than I was before the 3 weeks off from basketball. So maybe I'll get it going at age 54. You know, I'm trying. But yeah, maybe I'll have the 50-something dunker on. But still, it's boring, you know. But maybe if he knows, and also, not only is he a 54-year-old dunker, this guy makes videos about me all the time, debunking my anti-vegan stuff. So maybe we'd have a conversation. We'll see. That would be cool. That would sure hell get a lot of attention, huh? But I don't think he'd have me on. I really, really, really doubt it. Plus, I'd have to go all the way to Texas now. Before, it was just like an hour away in the valley here in Southern California. Yeah, John Joseph was on a long time ago, wasn't he? Anyway, guys, Emal, that's a great question, but I got to get going. I've been on 2 hours and 32 minutes now, and I really need to do get the dinner thing settled right now. But I want to thank everyone, especially Roger Birdbearer for that $49 super chat tip there. Thank you so much, and thanks to everyone. Yeah, I remember Giggles left a big one there. Groundhog 11ish did, and just thanks everyone. Appreciate it. And we have a video ready to go for you next week. We just didn't release it yet. Another like what we did in a day, how we ate in a day around town video. So look for that next week. And yeah, you guys gave me some ideas on videos to check out. God, did I write that? Who was that blood test person I was supposed to get? Hopefully I got that up here. Oh man, I may have forgot that blood test person. I remember someone told me about a blood test of someone to check out. Anyway, you can always contact me on Twitter. I'm Ryan Lum on Twitter, and any suggestions, and follow me there too. So thanks to all our viewers, thanks to all our moderators, Race Lover, Peter, and Uncle Walt. We're all here tonight. So thanks so much, guys. We really made sure none of the trolls ran wild tonight. It was a nice clean stream. So thanks so much, guys. Yeah, eat plants, Peter 30. Eat plants. It's simple as that, guys. Not too hard to be vegan. Have your belief that's wrong to harm animals and eat plants. Simple as that, guys. So, all right, guys. That's it. If you have any questions, yeah, just find me on my Twitter, Ryan Lum, and we'll chat there, guys. All right, peace out, guys. Much love to everyone. Thank you.